Oh, sorry. Hi, what's up, guys? What's up? ऑरेंज ऑरेंज बन गई हूँ मैं पूरी. Oh my god, केम छो मजामा. I mean not मजामा but हाँ. केम छो. क्या है, कौन सी टीम है ये? हेरेटिक्स. ऐसा नहीं लग रहा ना कि मैं नींद से उठ के आई हूँ, क्योंकि मैंने कुछ लगाया नहीं है फेस पे. अरे चालू हो गया भाई.
As, when you're on that side of the coin, but then as the defenders, then you need ability for retake.
वाह
You
यार,
need
2
ability to
मॉनिटर पे
control
काम
mains,
कितना
and
आसान
so
है.
having a neon in there to use those relay bolts, to use some of that speed, to
3 चीजें
kinda
लगा
tee
के
yourself
रखी हूँ
up.
मैं इधर.
Really
फटाक
nice
से
to have.
स्क्रीन
Rock,
चेंज कर ली,
he was
फटाक से
gonna try to
पोल डाल
use
दिया.
the recon against him, but Kashmar is wise to it.
They're able to just get the catch, and that's just with a classic in hand. Taking him down at range, and a very good start here for Heretics, because they want another dominant victory. Spot check.
हाँ वही लग रहा है. अरे जा भाई.
Sees the two players. The B site has been opened up. Heretics not too far away though. And she get the double score down through elbow, and this might be a hell of a lot faster than BBL could anticipate. Some glimpses behind, so.
मेन स्ट्रीम का ही लिंक डाल देती मैं इंस्टाग्राम पे. हेलो पवन जी, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम.
making sure that they have coverage.
It's going to be a question of, is Rose going to be a thorn here?
Oh, he's about to be making footsteps here. The audio range, yep. The stick around from Boo is able to find
ना
that
ब्लर
kill.
क्यों दिख रहा है?
Looking for another one, but Lovers Rock will be able to hold his own. Takes out
Twitch
the
पे
enemy
better
but still gonna be
quality
a
है
player
क्या? Twitch पे
disadvantage
देखते हैं
for
वरना.
BBL. It's Benji Fishy. It's bounds on that. Loida now eliminated. Slide in the back of sight. Krebin able to find the one, but cannot get the follow-up. Benji Fishy will strike him down. And
Wow.
a 3K for Benji Fishy, and the pistol goes the way of Heretics.
As per usual, Benji very, very good with pistols in hand. One of the better Sheriff players, but this time just on the Ghost and doing a lot of work, but really good diligence being shown here by Heretics, making sure that flank is clear, you know, not allowing for any of these kind of
अच्छी नींद
oddly
नहीं हुई है
positioned
तेरे
players from
लगता है.
BBL to catch them
मेरे
off
कभी
guard.
नहीं होती
Let's
अच्छी नींद.
go, Cordoba, come on, let's go.
जितना
Just
सो मैं उतना कम है
really
मेरे
solid
लिए.
stuff from Heretics, and you know Benji's going to bring the energy as always, and he can pop off at any given moment. So always a threat is Benji Fishy. Loves to play that Cypher. You know, when you think of Benji, probably the agent that he's most well known for. Off to a hot start, but that's a reveal on Abu here. Didn't take too much damage. I was worried for a second he was going to get lit up, but comes away relatively healthy given the situation there.
Able to back off, finds a bit on the Loida. Woot at the same time. Positioned outside of doors. No real space over towards B. It's been taken quite yet. We'll see if Woot can collect anything here on the cross. Jump across and yep, Lovers Rock taken down. Snappy shot from Woot. Now a pause. BDL reassessing, considering if they want to maybe even just try to push in, take the Neon out of the equation, but instead they'll group up, full scale, 4 players, pass cannons.
Oh my god. They've already pinged out both of these trips. I think they know exactly where they are.
Can they do
इतने
anything
जोर
about
से
it?
खराटे मारी है तूने. I guess नहीं भाई.
Take flight. He missed. Yeah, camera down. Knocked over to the side. But that hinge comes in while eyes are trained forward. The strike now comes through. Benji, however, still going to be planting his feet. He's going to be able to find
Thanks
the
for
one.
the chai toast यार. मैं खाना खा के बैठी हूँ अभी.
Suddenly BBL right back into this round. Could just tie it up 1-1 off the rip, which would be catastrophic for Heretics. Loida trying to stay tucked in. Shot gonna end up going wide for him, so Woot, an easy cleanup. It's a low HP player now out of the equation, but ring around the Rosie, but Rose is not gonna be fast enough on the draw. Boo turns back, finds the elimination, a double take from Krenin, and Woot will be able to clean it up, a 3K of his own to rescue the round.
Yeah, this is some pretty good mid-rounding here from BBL.
Hello?
Just getting that kill as they're crossing over.
मेरा नेट
Moot
हग
think,
रहा है
okay,
क्या?
I'm going to hold the line here a little bit, but then they just use a smoke, and that makes them think, okay, never mind. They're going to try to push this way, so I need to back up so that they don't just take me down, you know, in a trade quickly. I just have a Marshall being point blank like that can be pretty tricky. So I'm gonna peel back, and BBL use that open space that they created for themselves to pivot over to the B side again. Found some good kills, but Heretics hold the line with the better weaponry, but you're starting to wonder a little bit. BBL is being very tricky on this map. You're seeing Rose all over the place on the lurks, even though, again, Heretics, to their credit, have done a good job of identifying it and nullifying it. Just going to have to see if
half time पे shift करे या अभी करना है?
A threat for the Heretics side. Is everybody just going to be
No salary pick का thank you post आ गया भाई.
BBL concerned that this could be one of those rounds that I was talking about where Heretics has started to add in a little bit of that spice, a little bit of that aggression to their defender side play. But for now, just a pretty standard hold. A couple players had some chokes, some weaker weaponry. A few Bulldogs in there, though, for Heretics.
Strike getting ready to come in. Two of those Bulldogs here situated on the B site. Turn over the side, Rand's now having the drop back. Recon ready to go up and over the top. Snakebite to try to slow down the scale into deep sight. Shock dart gonna be layering onto them, but Pooh, he's able to spray down two. The Rock gonna be good for the kill, and Rose will clean up the others. So now back into a 3v3. Better weaponry, and this lurk out into window. Or Kreven could be absolutely monstrous unless they get this read. It's a must clear angle. Meanwhile, Rose. Oh, he's gonna be caught. He's checking into elbow. Not looking down towards cannon side. Slide coming in, the curveball to fly. He dodges that, but can't dodge the bullet. Suddenly, it is just Loida. 50 health in a 1v3 to try to deny the bonus conversion, and they're going to commit to run it back right into this round, because why the hell not? The defuse now being stuck. It's already past half. Woot pulls off of that one. The ult's going to be gone, but Woot is there to counter swing. Finds the shutdown, and Heretics kick things off 3-0.
Love the way that the Heretics are working together with this one, especially the Phoenix and the Neon, using their util to clear their space. A little bit of a missed timing on the backside for BBL. And already pressure, losing that bonus early on your map pick. That is definitely concerning, to say the least. Kind of wondering if maybe see an early timeout from the BBL coaching staff. Maybe talk things over a little bit. Nope, we're right into it.
And maybe head to the next buy, but for now, we'll just try to get this half investment to go. Two Stingers, Guardian, Bandit, Sheriff. Meanwhile, Woot's got an Outlaw. And there's only two players with full armor here to try to survive through that. And a pretty rough time as LogitechRock going to be dead off the rip. The Hunt Fury even being sent into this one by Rose, but it's only going to be a singular tag on Abu. The elimination eluding them for now. Bottom to one, but Woot is winning out the duel. To try to commit in for the flank. Kushmars will get caught on a timing there, forward into the smoke. Meanwhile, Woot getting turned around, but still barrel stuffing with the Sheriff.
Yeah,
and Thrifty not to be found.
Yeah, Heretics just really well contained BBL. They aren't really ever able to break out towards the back of sight. The Outlaw there, always a good pickup against a eco buy. You know, that way, in case they try to sneak in some extra guns, you're really gonna
closer outside of A, try to make a go of it. We're not seeing mid splits coming through, not seeing early control being established and planting a player up towards, you know, even elbow, try to get a peek onto nest, etc. It's just been very straightforward and very readable for Heretics.
And there are teams that can make that style work. My mind drifts to Nongshim, of teams that are left in this tournament that can just kind of hammer away at one strategy more or less over and over, and because their coordination execution is so good, but we haven't seen that yet. You know what surprises me is how good the eco was. Like, that was the one round where I saw some trickery, some confusing things being thrown into the mix with the utility and the ideas from BBL, but yet you're absolutely right, Achilles. We haven't really seen it since then. Now this time may have just talked about how they want to brute force their way through this choke, but there's a lot ready here for them, curveball in hand.
Up right off that throne, and that's going to be 2 kills now. Third immediately going to be found with Laurent. And straight back in a big way, still is able to find 2. Sparing their blushes as much as he possibly can. Rien's Watching for this flank to come in, but can't do anything about it. Grevin with a nice shot. Takes down Turkish brother. Now, plant to come through, the pit to be invested. Benji Fishy, however, on this arrival into main, will have a corpse to utilize his neural theft.
वापस ऐड आ गई भाई.
I suspect that is going to be immediately invested here.
And could use the snake bite as
नहीं
well
दिख
to
रहा.
maybe clear out a little bit of that space.
The more that Grevin plays along the wall, the more at risk he can be. Here comes the reveal.
Okay.
Oh, scale forward. Barak just trying to keep him protected, spammed. Down to 47, and now it's all on Benji's shoulders. Tap of the defuse, just trying to get a rise out of him, trying to get him to spam, trying to figure out exactly where this enemy Viper is, but he's already ensured that the defuse is not being stuck. With a push forward, Grevin will be able to take him down. Hell of a lot invested, still damn close, but it is going to be BBL getting themselves on the board.
Yeah, and I don't exactly think this is how that timeout call was meant to go, but they get through it because of Larak able to be evasive on the jet. They're able to get that stun in there at the last second as well from the Neon, so Lovers Rock
opening ceremony
sparing them, I think, in this round, and then
finals
getting that little bit of an extra angle. Grevin
Zeta
just comes in through the double doors. That's exactly what you're looking for. A little bit of extra layer to what BBL wants to do. This time, they're going to leave Larak in towards mid. Just watch to see if there's any kind of aggressive play, but Loida this time baiting out the curveball. They realized last round, you know, right at the door were a couple players of Team Heretics, so trying to get a feel that's going to continue to be the case. Kashmaris thinking about the second curveball, can't really get much off of it. In fact, Lovers Rock responds, takes down one.
Yeah, Rand's having a rough go of it so far, and Kashmaris cannot get out to safety. Overdrive able to find a second victim.
इसका थोड़ा better है
Jump spot's going to be good now. He's going to be darted up. Sliding over to back orange, and Benji Fishy dead, trying to get going on that flank. Just a bit too smart. Grevin, right place, right time. Comes away with that kill. Woot nearly having him lined up, and they're giving it to him one by one. You can't be doing that. Able to find another elimination now. All eyes on Boo to see what he can do. Right of the wall, push past, swing of the corner. Back sight. Big fight gonna go over in, try to cut off any deep flank from coming through. He's gonna hold it up to half, eats an immense amount of damage, and Lorak will be able to run him down after all.
And now you're starting to see some adaptations from the side of BBL. You know, Rose starting to kind of get a feel for this defender side of Heretics and how they want to kind of play some of the mid to late round. Obviously, this is just a counterplay set up at the beginning to wait out those curveballs and then make a reactive play off the back of that with your Neon. But the other big thing is that they're sending a player out to try to intercept Benji Fishy early. Benji's kind of had some free reign to make those flanks. They probably noticed it in the last round as well when he came out through A main. That's where he used his ult, and they were like, okay, so he's willing to take those aggressive early maneuvers out from the B site. So we need to put a player out there to kind of sniff him out, see if we can just deal with him early before he becomes a threat.
And these few rounds surrendered here by Heretics, seemingly enough to get a timeout call of their own sent through. Know how much of a momentum-based team BBL can be. Trying to ice them here before they get heated up. It's a damn good idea. And see if it ends up working.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the right time. The more rounds you can get on this defender side, like the more confident you're going to feel going into that second half. Again, generally on Breeze, because of the comps that people are playing,
it takes a lot of time.
It is a little more attacker sided usually, not always, so you never know, but that's kind of where you're looking to do some damage. So as Heretics, you're already feeling really good. You've got 4. That's a pretty solid defender side. If you could get 2 more, make it 6-6, even better, 7-5, then you're going to be feeling really damn good. Anything above, you know, 6 rounds here for Heretics is absolutely gold. So
even if I want to go, I won't go to watch tournaments.
Maybe just being a little bit more cautious. Wait for, I think one of the things I talk about here as a coach is wait for BBL to commit to that A hit out of the choke before you layer in the util to try to slow down. That's just a tag there on the Woot. He's got the stinger, but he's got the overdrive behind it, so
this kind of tournaments,
not the end of the world, but not ideal.
will just be the slow creep back over. BBL again looking to successfully avoid the heavier side of the map. Looks like Koshmaris going to get in transit though. Shifting over. Try to reinforce this position. Weaponry-wise, you do have 2 of the rifles here. Now a third joining. In fact, not quite going to be available though, but Benji able to find one. It's going to be taken down, but Lovers Rock and Larock both able to find a kill apiece, but Koshmaris shutting down. Swing in the corner, the short is there, and Rose has him absolutely destroyed.
I'm pissed.
Oh, devastating and ill-timed. Overdrive, however, is here for Woot.
खत्म हो गई overdrive.
Slide over on that tunnel side, nothing to be spotted. 12 seconds remaining. The spike is not yet planted. They have to go for this.
10 seconds left.
Trying to find any save that they can possibly get.
Crazy webcam placement by one of a kind. क्या हो गया?
The wide swing out. Rose trying to find the reset, but Boo hounds him down eventually with that Guardian.
मुझे लेफ्ट साइड ही पसंद है अपना
Interesting
कैमरा
little use of
रखना.
the neon ult here to
मेरे
just
लेफ्ट प्रोफाइल
buy some
अच्छी
extra
है.
time, buy some space to put BBL in a bad position
और
in
इधर
terms of
एकदम
where the
awkward
clock
angle
was
आता है
at.
पीस के
Not
बीच
even
में
just where the
उनके
map was
मॉनिटर के
at.
ऊपर.
That's cute from Woot. Really nice stuff from him and
हाँ दिख रहा है क्या स्टोरी में?
Blue man, Boo. Sturdy with that Guardian once again. I mean,
इसको
there was that
vertical
play he had
करूँगी तो
earlier in
फिर
the
भाई
qualifiers with the
बहुत
Guardian on
दिक्कत होती है
Lotus.
मेरे
That was
को
disgusting. A 3K.
चीजें बनाने में.
Absolutely ridiculous. So he can at times bring it out. I don't love the call there from Koshmaris to go for the Phoenix ult, but
Yeah.
that's, you know what? Sometimes you just in the heat of the moment, you feel like I've got my ult. I could do
तो
this. I
नहीं
just
रहा है
gotta get
but
this one guy around the corner and then it's fine.
वायर दिख रही है उसकी.
Unfortunately not to be, but still able to rescue the round from there. Ping reveal out on the Lover's Rock, and Benji Fishy is tearing them to bits. Gets himself a third. Finally be sat down. Some decent kills in exchange to try to find some stability here.
Who's got a judge?
The judge and the front of sight covered.
नाइट बोर्ड
Watching,
किधर है
making
भाई
sure
आज?
they can't go on a rotate out. And as they rescale back towards the front of B, that judge increasing in potential value. And there's the first, looking for the second, and Woot, yep. Gonna make use of it after all. 13-4-4. An
Who is
electric
all they
performance
get?
from him thus far, and Heretics shutting down these thrifty attempts.
A lot of talk about Larock coming into this match with how good he's been here at EWC. Another player who's been really, really darn good is Woot. He has been incredible on the Duelist and showcasing that he is no slouch on the Neon. Love the patience, love the call. You know, obviously the money was a little bit weak for Heretics there, so Woot had to go for the judge, but it worked an absolute treat. Now you've got Benji's ult again. Boom has the pit. Not to invest it early. Weak buy. 3 sheriffs. Just a couple classics.
Relay ball here on the corner. Woot able to find one. Lovers
ये किसका आवाज आ रहा है बीच में?
Koshmaris trying to keep them at bay. Curveball will connect. Thrown over the top. Onto the A site. Trying to get the spot out. Won't quite be able to see anything, but this is still Heretics able to
ये
keep
क्या
the
आवाज आ
players
रहा है? ये क्या आवाज आ रहा है?
slotted where they're at.
You're like Jimmy when NRG lost that time and he was like pretending to fucking care. Oh. No. You know?
Jimmy was back. Well, pivot now over to the other side of the map for BBL. Didn't like what they saw. And they're going to try something a little bit different. Boo. There, deeply held position for Riens. 1 kill with that. Okay, well, what kill was that, Boo? Just stole him through the smoke.
Yeah, just no hope. Doesn't want to give them
I
any
thought मेरे background में
here.
कुछ चल रहा है.
They might be able to get this round to go. Riens postured up on bridge. Finding another now.
Can you teach me what?
A 2v5, and it is a labored attempt to find that kill, and it's not going to come to fruition. Krevin will be able to put down Woot, but so much more necessary as Koshmaris will get finished off. This is just going to be a matter of time as Boo will be able to find him from the back. So, another round going over to Heretics as they get this defuse, securing themselves a lead already 7-2.
This is ridiculously good for Heretics. I mean, you have to be feeling sky high right now. It's just so many defenders rounds here. And obviously, yes, again, going up against an eco, but the fact that you've been able to put your opponents, you've been able to put BBL on the back foot so often already. And you can see that normal fire, that normal passion that you're going to get out of BBL has been smothered for now. But you never know with this team. There's always going to be that ember sitting in the fire pit, and they can stoke it at a moment's notice. But the concerning thing is, of course, is that you're going to have to apparently rip both timeouts.
Yeah, both of them committed in this opening half. Never a good feeling. BBL can get these next several rounds to go, close out the half with
DRX का मैच
5.
देखा था क्या?
Perhaps there's a chance. Get the pistol from there. You're gonna
कोच
feel
इनके पीछे ही
you're in
बैठता है.
a decent
एलेक्स ने
enough
कुछ
spot to, jumpstart that second half.
कीबोर्ड वीबोर्ड
and
फेंक
still
के तो
close
मारा
out this
नहीं.
map, but if you drop this one from here, I mean, granted, BBL in their own right, pretty good on Lotus, but
Yes.
against Heretics.
Right. I mean, it is a tough ask. You know, their Lotus has looked a little bit shaky at times with BBL, but they were able to kind of figure it out in their second go-around against DDG to really put together a much more solid performance than they had shown earlier. So they were able to learn from their mistakes against one team, but now going up against Heretics, yes, a team you have faced before, but Heretics look like they have really found their groove. Another ping there. Keen to not get punished.
Well, maybe we'll be able to find that there as Hunter's Fury is going to be called in. Now exchanged on both sides, but Boo's still here towards backside. Completely uncovered. That's a double ping reveal. Rian's looking for that finisher, but cannot make it happen. But look at the health bars. 4 players strong, yes, for BBL. Very low in HP. Another pit cycled up, and Kreven immediately investing that to try to make this.
Yeah, मेरा मंटर भी ले लूँगा लीजन का है.
Finding the ones, not going to be ready for Loida up high. Posted up on top of the bricks now, dropping down. Right here, a couple straight shots would be enough to take down these players, but Rose swinging out. Finds the 2, and it is a solid cleanup. BBL will be able to find that 3rd round win off the back of the timeout.
Crazy to think that one of the win conditions here for BBL on this side has been the pit.
Yeah.
It's been the Viper's pit. They can get to that. They've got some safety. They've got some good ideas around that. Nice little reposition there from Loida to get on top of the boxes. And then Rose, that last kill. Ooh, right across the head. Looked like a hit scan there for a second. Nice piece of work from him.
I mean, Luke going to be kicking himself that he didn't play that a little bit slower. Could have had 2 players dead. Still, though, Heretics with a healthy lead. An opportunity to take this all the way up to 9 if they can close out the final 2.
And this looks like a setup where ideally you take that aggressive early angle to maybe shut down the Neon if they commit. And then you have the Phoenix behind. Maybe catch some of the players, but Lover's Rock for now just wants to get closer to that overdrive. 1 away after that orb scoop up. Benji has yet another neural theft, and Boo still sitting on his ult.
Gotta go.
So, opportunities to use those. I'm a bit surprised that Heretics maybe didn't go for the pit, but you know, they're probably waiting for the last round to throw it on the ground. I mean, you've already got 7. You're already feeling very, very comfortable.
Right here.
If you can get another one and then have that pit for the end of it, I think that makes a lot of sense. So I get why Boo is saving it. I think really just kind of be that extra oomph.
But look at the pings coming down. Heretics are starting to read this incredibly well. They were nearly caught off guard in one of the previous rounds by this crunch, this mid-split. Well, they're finally getting everybody fanned out. Entry going to be coming through. Rienzi's already able to find 1, then gets a ton of damage out of Laroc, who comes sliding in. Laroc's going to be taking down Loida.
Down B.
Trying to find some more values. Kashmars will get caught in mid. Kreven again being the danger man here for this team. But Rienz holds his zone, and that's going to be the round done. Just no time to try to make a play of it.
9-3.
No idea where Boo was going to be anyway. So we'll just drift away. Hold on to this weapon and allow for Heretics to move up 8-3.
And this is going to be an awkward round for BBL. The money's all over the place. The ults are, you do have the overdrive, that's nice, but on the other side of the coin, they have a pit, they have a neural theft. They have another ult of that as well, and I can't remember exactly which one it is off the top of my head. There it is, the overdrive from Woot. So you can match overdrive for overdrive. Got a big advantage. Yes, Loita does have the from the shadows. Only going to be able to buy a stinger. Somebody was at 0 credits and want to get Larock into that battle.
Right?
If there's a big challenge again, this time Koshmaris with the judge. Woot going to be holding the rifle on the other side of the corner. Want to get that Blade Storm if possible. An absolute difference maker in Larock's hands. You want to put
Wait.
your best player so far here at the event in the best position possible to succeed. Absolutely reading the situation nicely. Kevin has been an absolute nightmare. That's kind of the one thing about Heretics defender side that I think has given them grief.
I'm out of here.
I mean, talking about the pit, it seems like they're going to save this for a potential retake, but I'm very surprised to just not see that.
I thought you
would BBL into a heavy stack from Heretics. Instead, they're just holding it for now. And it seems like BBL's just going to go for the same play, but this time there's not a third player in position. Woot's starting to make his move, work his way back over towards B, but then pumps the brakes for B for a moment. That's enough for Rienz to get taken down. Benji Fishy seeing the TP. Bottom of one, and he cannot get that spray to connect. Rose turns back, finds a headshot. That's Woot. Swings towards backside. He gets back to the side. And how are you meant to try to even get this pit in a position to really make it usable? I don't think you can.
No.
मैंने बोला भी इवन कि कहाँ दिख रहा है स्टोरी में क्या तभी भी मुंह खोलना नहीं हो रहा है.
Looking to just be their nightmare. Close out this round in BBL's favor. Have been given some access over towards back sight and back pillar, but it's just a matter of time now that Boot has been allowed
मैंने दोनों ऐसे ऐसे रखे हैं मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है मेरे को लगा मैंने कर दिया मुझे लगा कट हो रहा है कैमरा.
I think that last round leaves you scratching your head a little bit. For Heretics, I think you throw that pit down and you can maybe make your strong side B, throw it at the front of A, and kind of lean in the other side of the map. Instead, they just sort of try to slow play it. And Rienz gets caught in a timing with the util, has to check one piece of it. And then turns back the other way. That's when they're coming around the corner. Can't quite get the crosshairs where they need to be. Yeah, I mean, 8-4 here is Heretics regardless. You're still very, very happy with that.
Yeah, it's going to take the pistol and then some from BBL to really get themselves back into this one. If Heretics come out swinging, claim another pistol win. This map could be over very, very quickly, and with Lotus on the horizon, this series could be done as well. With checks during the halftime, making sure that everything's going to be up to snuff.
Yeah, Heretics, they won 2-0 last time. Faced off, so.
All right, well, while we get this sorted, let's go ahead and send things over to Ian Chambers, who's standing by with a very special guest.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Very, very, very special guest. Mixwell, how are you doing?
Hello, guys. How are you?
Welcome to Paris.
Yeah, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. I love France, and it's my second time. Let's see what happens this tournament.
How are you feeling about Heretics? That was a strong start.
They are dominating in every way. Macro, micro, everything. I think they got this.
I mean, they're going to have a crazy amount of confidence because they won last time around. How big of a statement would it be to do it again?
I mean, it would be amazing. It would be the second star on their jersey as well. That's a lot of aura.
वो भी खुला हुआ ही
let's see
है.
what happens.
मैंने
It's going to be
split
tougher
screen
than last
करके
year, I
रखा
feel
था.
like.
Speaking of stars on jerseys, are you a
यहाँ
football
पे
fan?
मैं ऑडियो
I'm a
वगैरह
football
चेक
fan.
कर सकती हूँ,
You watching
स्क्रीन
Spain?
वगैरह
Do you think
चेंज
you
कर
got a
सकती हूँ,
chance?
इतना
I think
दिखता है
Spain
मेरे को obvious.
has a chance, but I
और
think France
आधे
is
में
the team
chat
to
है.
beat this.
You're forgetting about another team, Mixwell, you know.
Morocco?
No.
England.
Yes, thank you. You know, the team that's probably going to win it. No, but listen, I hope you enjoy the rest of this event. We're going to be coming to talk to you all the time. Team Heretics all the way.
Yes, Team Heretics all the way. They will win their second tournament and be the biggest EWC team in Valorant history.
Cheers, Mixwell. Enjoy your time. Thank you. Back to the studio.
Thank you very much, Ian, as yes, we welcome you back into the studio. I don't know if it's coming home, but coming onto the desk alongside with us is Kakuka. Welcome back, Kakuka. How you doing, darling?
Yeah, the moment that Heretics starts winning the way that they are, they call me in. So I am having a great time. It's good to see Mixwell here. Good to hear his words. Actually, I thought that the team that he didn't mention was Argentina, and some way they will cheat their way to the final.
Whoa! I don't know. I mean, I like the fact that he named everyone except England.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy from Mixwell. We all know England are bringing it home, but that's a separate discussion.
Yo, Bellingham Haaland is nothing, has nothing on Wood versus LaRock this match, because Wood is giving absolutely everything. I subscribe what Mixwell said, micro and macro, the way that they're changing the Viper walls. We've had so many talks about how to defend A every single time that we see Breeze.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of disappointed in BVL here. I felt like they're going B far too many times, and they're finding themselves in the claws of Wood here. He is dominating this server at the half here, putting up crazy numbers, so it's going to be tough as that side swaps and the Neon gets rolling once again.
We were wondering for how long can players keep up with this form. There's always a moment in a tournament where you peak. How long can you stretch that moment for? For Wood, it looks like for the entirety of it. There is a reason why he was the MVP of 2025, and it looks like he wants to go 2 for 2.
16 and 8 for Woot here. LaRock 7 and 10 to kick things off. It is the battle of our MVPs, but it is just the first half. What is one change that you want to see here for BBL?
Well, BBL now, they'll be moving on to that defensive half, so it's all about understanding A, it's all about understanding how you're going to be able to retake A with your comp. We see that a lot, but I need to see them be aggressive, I need to see them fight forward and get their big stars into the game. Yes, we teed up this head-to-head, but LaRock has been much slower than Wood so far.
I think that for me, it has to do with the versatility. We expect a BBL on the defense that is going to be aggressive, that is going to look for those duels. Heretics will expect that too. We saw all the brawls there in A made time after time. I think that Kashmaras is doing so much better now. I really think that those vote reviews and whatnot are bringing it a lot of confidence to Heretics.
All right, we'll see what happens here in the second half. 8-4 for Team Heretics. Will BBL come back here on map number 1? Let's find out as we send it back on over to Achilleos and Paper Thin.
Back in we go. Let's see if they are going to be able to run this back into their favor, or if it's just going to be Heretics continuing with the dominance. 8-4. That massive start.
पता नहीं यार मेरे को host parties में बहुत नींद आती है.
BBL doing what they could just to get these few rounds.
Yeah, it's been a rough go of it. There's a lot of things for the Heretics. Some really good play from Woot, obviously. Boo having some pretty nice moments. Benji Fishy, a couple big rounds where he's able to hold the line, get big 3Ks. Going all the way back to the pistol. Kashmaras, really nice flashes. Like he's leading with assists right now. I will say that. He may not be fragging. He may have made a weird choice with the running back one time, but he's had some really impactful flashes, and that's the benefit of having a Phoenix on this map. And Lover's Rock is in trouble, and he gets out of there.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a, like an inverse Gnome. Instead of the Neon putting their life on the line, it's the Phoenix just saying, okay, I'll be the tank. You go in, and you profit from all that distraction. Kaspar's still going to be able to find one with that classic hit again, but now Krebin arriving out at Nest. Cleans up the one. Kashmars will fall, and it's Benji and Boo. A 2v4. Try to see if they can rescue this, and the spike has been stranded.
Poison orb emitting.
Boo needing some assistance, but he's unable to find the first. Now that it's just Benji. Trying to stay dialed in on this angle. Collects A head, will be able to get that first little burst towards the neural depth, but BBL, they find the pistol that they so desperately needed.
Yeah, it's a nice little catch here. BBL has their pieces in place to sort of use the Neon as a bit of a bait to lure Heretics into a trap, you know. They get caught with some of that early util. Lover's Rock goes diving back into B like he's panicked, like he's in trouble. Turns out there's a few other players around there for BBL. And it catches Heretics completely off guard. So nice workup of the map for them to start. Getting that defender side pistol, much needed here for them to keep it competitive. And as you expect,
I don't know, Scarlet. I don't think so. Scarlet stream कर रही है. Scarlet will stream only on weekends.
Make it happen, but Rian's counter spamming with the classic will be able to find it. Swoop in though, Rose finding Benji Fishy. Opportunity for Boo, but all ends up being quite whippy. Kashmaras now grabbing the spike. Lance will put him one charge away, so guaranteed to get the ult online. Maybe even find some additional damage. Has that Marshall picked up. Trying to play this quietly. It seems like he wasn't spotted, working his way into center pyramids, but Larocque will check back. 3 players to stay alive. Damage dealt here, but not too bad for BBL overall.
This could have gone a lot worse for BBL, to be honest. If Boo peaks a little bit sooner there, he probably has Rose dead to rights. I mean, there was a moment where he wasn't even considering that there'd be another player in that door after he killed Benji. He's like, oh, I killed the Cypher, Lurker dead. Actually, there's a Viper on that team too, so could have been really bad news. And let's see what they want to do with their first buy up. Keep a couple Bulldogs there. Guardian, Marshall for Lover's Rock. Just a share for Loita.
Standing ahead.
Again,
वापस जल्दी उठना पड़ेगा मेरे को.
Create some intrigue across the map, but
Poison's off.
that's a lot of early confirmation here. You know, the fact that your recon
Time नहीं बताया, but कब जाना है?
cleared like that leads you to believe that B was stacked, and Team Heretic's going to try to shift in the other direction. Meanwhile, BBL just going to say, well, if they are there, let's push a little bit forward. Let's take some space. See if we can catch them off guard. But Loita all on his own.
Doesn't want to explore down into elbow because the camera's there. Would have heard that toggle, but instead the exec just comes through onto the A side. Heretic's finding this.
Cameraman थोड़ी वो बोलते हैं, observer बोलते हैं.
Ultimately, not too bad. And the Shock Dart's out, ready to fly. And how
No.
does Rose get away with that one? Shock Dart cleans up Rien's, casually turns to the side, finds Boo and Bane. And suddenly, bonus conversion for BBL is very much on the table. Boot and Koshmaris to try to make a go of it, but Larocque lurking behind the box, and BBL have pulled it off.
What in the world happened here? Incredible stuff for BBL. Rose, that Shock Dart.
Irritate हो रहा है मेरे को.
I don't know if the Viper, you know, Snakebite got involved there, if there was some vulnerability issues. Right there. Insane, down to 5 HP.
Yeah,
मेरे
bite
को
gun as well.
सूप बनाना
Makes
था.
sense.
मेरे को पूछा है क्या?
Incredible coordination from BBL, and all of a sudden,
बोलती होगा देख ले
we've got a
जाके.
real game on. They're only 1 round down.
Heretic's going to be kicking themselves if this is away from them.
अरे ये कौन है बीच में ऐड?
Oh, what a shot from Koshmaris. Bandit getting involved in another big one.
Okay, well, Boo, he might have been whiffing to all hell in the previous round, but that is a massive shot to be found. And now Rien's looking to try to get that reset. Can't quite clean up Krevin, but still, the damage widely done. Sneed to try to place Loita, but he's not going anywhere.
Stealing sight. Watch them run.
TP's out to safety. Benji now all alone trying to assess where in the world he could have gone.
क्या हो रहा है भाई?
Spike planted.
Neural Theft still just one away.
Here.
He can find one.
I must wait.
He now has.
Twitch का कुछ issue चल रहा था.
Could invest the ult, but there's a swing out. And Krevin just going to be a little bit faster on it. A good attempt from Team Heretics, but not enough to find the round win. That's going to be BBL tying things up.
I mean, some of that good decision-making, some of that good play we saw from Heretics on their defender side, starting to kind of falter on this attacker side. Walking into this, they get the spot. Oh my God, disgusting regardless from Loita. But you're not
crazy team name.
really
I
taking-
just
you know, you
realized
could've gone
मैंने
the other way
BBL
around that
कभी
pyramid there.
देखा नहीं.
Once you see him up on that spot, try to create some extra angles, but they opt to try to challenge him, and they pay the price. They had a real great shot at turning this half on its head, getting that big thrifty win. Instead, Loita dashes their hopes. Now it's all tied up at 8-8, and I assume we're going to get the final timeout from Heretics here.
Loita ने बचा लिया भाई.
Looks to be the case. Neck and neck. They're a considerable lead. Starting to get uncomfortable. The energy starting to drain. Saw Benji Fishy there, a bit more of a somber look on his face. After not being able to find that clutch that would have been so huge. Keeps him
What
in the
do
lead.
you
Would have been
mean, bro?
thrifty. Can't quite find it. Needs to get the energy back up.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean now you're worried about I talked about that ember, that spark that's always going to be burning just a little bit
यार
for BBL.
mouse pad लेना है
No
मेरे
matter
को.
how bad things get, once they get that momentum, once they get those bellows blowing, the fire will be roaring in short order. Now they're up to it. 16 kills here for Krevin, 15 for Loida. The controllers getting it done. The back line for BBL.
वो भी अच्छा नहीं है, छोड़ दो.
Absolutely
समझ
insane.
गई मैं तो वो. इसलिए तो मैं इसको बोल रही हूँ. What do you mean?
Eventually going to be cleared. Larock just making a quick little exit back behind the half wall. Smattering of damage suffered.
They've got a lot to watch the flanks here too. Got a camera and a trip. Got
Indian
blue.
team खेल रही है क्या? No, no,
Should be,
no.
yeah, okay, a little bit of damage under
They
Jens.
didn't qualify.
Able to dodge the second.
Right here.
One
खेल
away
रही
from
थी,
100 carry.
अभी नहीं है. ये quarter final है.
In a disconnected position, but speaking of which, yep, Rose has his online. Larock, however, going to be taken down. Rian's able to find that elimination with the shock dart, and now, because of that, he has his own ult
कौन सा
online.
ले रहे हो? अभी तक अच्छा नहीं लगा यार कोई.
Lovers Rock arriving out from main. That's why he's able to find one before getting taken down. But Krevin from on high. Cleaning up the two.
बदतमीज और बेशरम है ये लड़का.
For Rose to try to clutch this out. No snake bite, but not necessary. Benji Fishy will just swing the corner, get the kill. Keeping two in the fight. As Heretics will once again get themselves back into the lead.
This is kind of a weird one here for a moment. Lovers Rock somehow slips the net between the camera and the tripwire. Boo has no idea what's going on. He's back at window looking around to figure out what happened. And in the meantime, Lovers Rock had snuck in and almost completely destroyed the round.
Line up.
Heretics just barely able there with those deep crossfire setups, able to hold on, but it was a lot closer than they would have liked.
Take flight.
Especially given their economic situation. Dropping those extra guns, really painful.
Ooh. Dead, but the trade is in, and LaRock pushed out into the open by that snake bite. Can only find a bit of damage, but the heal is going to go through as Kushmars puts that molly right at his feet. Now the run it back, going to be popped. Sprinting forward, trying to find this Viper, but catch a glimpse, but cannot find the shot. But this pit doesn't cover the spike
Hey,
plan at all.
double smoke
They
में
still have to
Viper
scale out of
ult
this.
कितनी irritating हो सकती है
Meanwhile,
मेरे को अब
Paranoia
समझ
does
आ
have
रहा
them
है.
ushered away. Poison orb drawn up. Shot's going to be lobbed in. The spray and pray. Logitech going to be taken down. The diffuser going to be interrupted as all of them are just so very low. Rose the gate down to one. Kushmar sprinted right past him. But what a clutch this would be.
Çok dart.
So with 3 health, this should be impossible. Benji dead. Recon forward, the tap. Trying to bait him out. He's got a recon in reply. The defuse is held to half. But he just does not have the time. What an effort, what an attempt from Rose. But he has to walk away empty-handed. The round is Heretics as they will move up 10-8.
Yeah, well, Rose is a berserker, man. The lower his health gets, the better he is.
The more damage he's dealing.
It's absolutely crazy what he's able to do on such little health. Like the confidence he has to just keep going for it.
मैं फगंगोड़ में
He's so
सो रहा था
crisp.
2 घंटे से मेरा मीटिंग
I
है
know he's not
अभी.
consistent, but man,
भूल
he
गया
has
था.
been
Nice, guys.
lighting it up.
Nice!
But a huge round for
go,
Heretics
ये
again.
टाइम पे मीटिंग है.
And now you're on to scuffed by for BBL. Couple rifles in there. Judge for Lovers Rock. And a couple
आज
shares
तो
for
बारिश
Loika
नहीं
and
हो रही है
Brevin.
इतनी.
And I wonder, how much Heretics is
पर मेरी मम्मी बोल रही थी कि आज बहुत ज़्यादा बारिश होने वाली है, ऐसा बताया था.
A little bit of a fake there early, using that Sova util to keep that extra player locked in place.
Mumbai being
It's just a matter of
Mumbai.
getting past this Judge. Flash connects. Oh, and he's spammed the heck.
Down. Now they know exactly where he's at as the wall will fall, so 2 shell Lovers Rock. Overdrive in hand, it's a clean shot from Loida, but he loses his vision. Loses his life. The Rock just trying to dance around that overdrive, but Woot dialed in. Exploring all the way to the back site.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Spike now in play. Woot with a 3rd, potentially for the 4th if he can just find Krevin. tucked away on that ramp. Finding out to the open, the jump peak, the spot.
आज बहुत अच्छा मौसम है और पुणे में इधर
Now we got from Rose.
Man,
here's the first.
बारिश हो रही है ये नहीं हो रही है.
Boo ready to counter swing, but the time just should not be there. It is not. And Benji, pole position.
Close नहीं जा रहा, my bad.
Ends up shutting him down, and suddenly, after a fantastic
I'm
start,
missing
exactly
link.
what they needed in this half for BBL, running 4 rounds
मेरे देखने से
consecutively.
पहले ही
This is
missing
once
हो
again
गया.
starting to get out of their grasp.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit worrisome. Team Heretics now able to just take a pretty simple idea on a timeout and go a couple rounds to B. Use that conditioning now against BBL. All you have to do is send a little bit of Sova util. Keep that extra player locked over there. And then you've already got 2 players set up close to A main to kind of lead the charge. Here they're just going to try to go for the 3-2 split.
This Fury out.
भाई कल बारिश होनी चाहिए, कल मेरा टेस्ट है.
Target again, Lovers Rock playing forward, gets some damage but cannot get that kill. Tucks back, more damage coming in.
बोलेंगे बेंच तार बना के दिखा.
But Benji Fishy, he's able to find 2. LaRock only going to be good for the 1 before dying and losing the knives. The volume of kills in reply, however, from BBL. Looking strong, looking good, but re-ends. A clutch machine when he needs to be, and this is one of those moments. Double scale forward on the left-hand side. One of the players low. Grab Finn to try to lead it. No, considers going for that drone. Gets into that 1v1, but just cannot win it out. BBL rallying back, but still down by 2.
Yeah, it took a lot of ults here, though, for BBL. They had to use the Blade Storm and the Overdrive in this round to make sure that this fast hit from Heretics wasn't going to get the win, and it almost did. It came really damn close. It's Rose again. Him and Krevin and Loita absolutely going crazy right now. And Rienz, yeah, almost had it. He had a real shot. Able to get that first kill, but the quick trade. Good attempt. Lovers Rock now with the operator. I think that's the first one we've seen on this map.
Yeah.
He's going to be back pyramid. Benji Fishy not going to find the timing there. Lovers Rock has no idea that he's already gotten past, so it's a quick scale up, a camera to watch, the flank as well. I think Benji's just going to stay tucked here until kind of the last possible minute, until, you know, he knows that whoever's watching double doors has to turn their attention away, or until somebody gets a little bit greedy towards mid, and he can maybe punish that. Maroc, though, not pushing forward. However, Lovers Rock,
I must wait.
Considering they just clear the camp. They're going to go to the other side off of that clear. And look at Lovers Rock.
Yeah.
He's reading that.
A fast pivot. This push forward from Loita, shifting into main. Because it's not going to be a full mid-crunch.
इसका नाम Lovers Rock क्यों है?
Would be playing splits, but now look at this. The counter rotate back. Heretics reading things incredibly well. You've got 4 players in position, one leaning back towards Arch and Spawn, but otherwise a fairly empty site.
Go, go, go!
This late toxic screen too. Very nice.
Shots ringing out. Some presence known. But pivots though. BBL, they want to try to get a flood retake going as Hunter's Fury will try to prevent them from going for the plan. Benji Fishy, however, he's able to find 2 off screen, who will get taken down. Rose able to clean him up with that Hunter's Fury as we now go into a 3v3. Reveal in his dying breath from Benji, giving them the neural, giving them the information to try to get this round over the line and get up to map point. Wall raised, they push through it. Lovers Rock able to find one, Krevin with another. And Coach Maris has to do it all, but he's a little bit late on the draw. Krevin again has them outdone. As it's another round going over to BBL. Now just down by 1, the op carried over.
This is a tricky little setup, but because they have that Hunter's Fury and the time is so low here for Heretics, it means that BBL can press and catch them a little bit off guard. Benji does what he can to thwart the advances. And a little bit of a kiss to the other side of the stage. Thank you, thank you. Krevin is just disgusting here. 22-11.
I think it was to his teammates.
Maybe that too.
Playing off them. Little bro moment.
I thought he was just taunting. I just assumed with BBL.
They've been a little bit quieter in that regard, but LaRock absolutely demolishes them! A blink and you miss it round. Flawless from BBL. They tie it up.
Oh boy.
What?
This is amazing work from them. Just that individual firepower that you know this team possesses comes through. Snake bite at the door too, and Heretics decides, well, we got to make a go for it, and it ain't going well. What a read. That's got Rose on his feet. IGL knows that he had that round sniffed out
That Mian
well
has
ahead of
really
time.
mean, bro, like my coach.
Team Heretics have allowed it to get tied again, 11-11. Kashmaris and Boo both have their ults.
Arre baapre.
Mention going to be popped as back comes in, and Wood is able to find one. Lloyd eliminated. Lovers Rock, a tag on a Kashmaris. Cannot flex him out. He's trying to get that molly at the back of Orange, but the ult ends up expiring a little bit earlier. Still will have that in the back pocket, but now throw it over the top. LaRock noted. The pit in play. Shots are from Rienz. Land at Rose's feet as well. Elimination found. LaRock needs to start putting up numbers. Woot will get taken down, but time is still bleeding away a bit. BBL have to start pushing forward. The spike is not within the pit, so they can get some access to it. The Hunter's Fury now going to be layered in from Rienz. And that should be curtains on the round. Benji looking for a little bit more. Plays in Rienz to find that elimination. Lovers Rock, one on to Boo. Given the money, still could be rough here for Team Heretics, but they will find the round win
Lovers
to move
Rock
up
to
to
4
12.
na, kya
That
hai?
point is theirs, but BBL,
Artist
cash
band
aplenty,
something, a
can
song.
absolutely send this into OT.
No doubt, and the good news here is BBL is they had to expend so many ults here. It's 3 that get invested in this round. It's the run it back, it's the pit, it's the Hunter's Fury. And yes, it does go Heretics' way, and it always feels a little uncomfortable with how fired up this BBL team is now. Nice ping out there to get that final kill with the Hunter's Fury as well. Diving out of the pit to get the spot onto the player. And it's going to be the pit for Krevin. He's not going to invest it early either.
Like karo, stream ko.
2-1, ooh, situation. A little bit scary there. Some flashes exchanged. This looks like a fake. I mean, the Benji's just going to keep scaling. I mean, it shouldn't be that confusing or obscured. Yeah, no, for sure.
They know exactly where he is now.
Yeah, the cage was up so far.
Now he has to play forward into LaRock, and he's going to win the fight. Clean one tap. Rose going to be hot on his heels. Meanwhile, Lovers Rock pushing forward, catching Kashmaris. Drives it across, finds the headshot. Benji now dead. And this just feels like an overcook from Team Heretics.
Yes. This is too tricky.
Pull game में like करना, भाई like का ही pull डालना पड़ेगा मेरे को
Too
लग
many
रहा है.
layers to it, and you can't capitalize off of what Benji's doing. Nobody's in a position to quick scale into A.
Spike planted.
On top of that, BBL's pushing space when you're not ready. Quick check of the TP, now you know.
GG.
अच्छा नहीं, OT जा रहा है, sorry. Getting them now into a 2v2, but he's down to 5 health.
Player standing.
So Wu would have to do it all to try to bring this to its conclusion. The paranoia, the recon, neither going to be connecting. Tucks a little bit further forward, and he nearly has it. But Loita will keep them afloat.
अरे GG हो गया. What?
12-12. Our opening map, our opening series in the playoffs is going to overtime.
समझ में ही नहीं आ रहा मेरे को तो.
Well, definitely not super unexpected. I think the way we got here maybe a little bit
I thought कि
kind
वो
of
diffuse
eyebrow
कर रहा
raising
है.
in some moments. Both teams playing really good defender side.
वो लोग attack कर
But
रहे
with
हैं.
how well these two teams know each other, it's such a battle of the wits between Rose and Boo to make those little bit of adjustments. And both these teams seem to really have a tough time finding those entries, finding those moments on their attacker's side to get some good, you know, clean executes that looked well coordinated. Just felt like they just don't have that same proficiency on that half of the map yet. But defender side, both teams really good, knowing when they need to strike, how to hold the line. Some good reads of the map. Now, BBL looking for an A hit, trying to make it look like doors aren't as strong as they are.
Spot out from Kashmars. Molly going to be set up to try to delay them, but there's a ping reveal. Tripwire intercepting, and LaRock dead on entry.
Wow.
Swing out though. Lover's Rock is able to find him just with the spam. Meanwhile, Boost sliding forward into center pyramids. Cleans up a second kill. Looks for that third, but it's going to be taken too quickly by Woot. Kraven don't have to do it all, and that's going to be a bridge too far. Heretics again get themselves up to map point.
I mean, I like the idea here from BBL. We kind of criticized them a little bit earlier that they weren't trying kind of different stuff. This is very different. It's very unusual, but somehow Benji Fishy, who's been mostly putting all of his util on the other half of the map, he's like, I'm going to throw a trip right outside of this double door, and it's a great kill trip. It completely nullifies LaRock's entry, gets him stuck in a position where Kashmars just has an easy freebie.
Last cannon attack op for Woot. Maybe expecting that Lover's Rock was going to be matching this on the other side. Up out of the window. If he can even spot a pixel of Kraven here. Oh, he does, but this time a little bit late on the shot.
It would be huge if he could find some value. Woot, a very good sniper. Love to get that opening pick, get that extra player, because it's so often come down to that last man standing one way or another in these rounds.
Uh-oh, okay.
Oh, boy.
Faking the exit for a brief little second, but decides, yeah, maybe I should just get out of here.
But he sees them leaning A, and that's going to have LaRock coming over to reinforce the site. So they've got a good read on this. It's just, can they hold it? They're going to pass the op over to Boo, let Woot do the entry. This is scary. Still the relay bolt, still a paranoia.
Drone spotting him out. Lover's Rock not going to be sticking around up front.
30 seconds left.
Gives over some space. Meanwhile, LaRock, he just sprays and prays, and Woot's going to be taken down. Headshot, so even if he had the armor, it wouldn't have mattered at all. Volley over the top. Loida able to find one. Riens with another shock dart kill, but Loida looking to hold his own.
Enemy remaining.
Boo will get flushed out the snake bite to take him down, and this overtime is not over yet. Riens will fall as we get tied up 13-13.
Yeah, again, it's very slow and readable. I think as Heretics, when you decide to hit A, it's just got to be a lot more explosive. You've got to be willing to take risks to clear some of that space. And it can be tough for sure. Your opponents really have a good idea of what you're doing and when you're doing it. And they're hitting some nice shots, LaRock in particular. Those last couple of rounds, and then coming into this one, he's been able to just tap somebody who's at the door and just deny entry. Let's see, timeout being taken. Have to discuss a little bit, try to, as BBL get that attacker side win. That has proved to be the more difficult side of the map here on Breeze. Sometimes it just be that way. We'll see if they can flip the script, somehow get their map pick here, but it has been labored to say the least. If they can even get there. Coach is right behind the players. Key there, trying to rally his boys. Heretics, I just need to see a little bit more on this attacker's side when they get back to it, but get there when we get there. I think BBL has the explosiveness. Just got to be a little bit better. Some of their timings.
This could just be a fast and heavy hit towards A. Set up on the wall. Paranoia going to be sent out as well very early. Real space going to be gained. Meanwhile, Krevin all the way forward through elbow. Let's see if he can hear anything at all.
There's nothing or no one that could stop him from scaling into B.
Take flight. Right here.
Check over the opposite side. Know that the entry onto the side is going to be clear, but Boo. Oh, just finding a very lucky one through that wall. LaRock now dead. Stun is out though. Blue going to be isolated, picked apart. Lloyd able to find that elimination, finds himself a second as Woot will get taken down as well, and suddenly they're right back into this. Looking for the backstab, and Kreven now arrives. Benji Fishy dead in transit. Kashmar is only able to find the one, tries to leap forward, but to no avail. It is now BBL with the upper hand, one away from taking their map pick.
I think BBL जीतेगी अब.
Heretics off of that timeout, thinking that maybe because, you know, BBL is taking one, they might go towards that B side. They might have some kind of, you know, set play ready to catch us off guard. And so they shift their strong side away, and they never really get a good read on this. Even when all that util sent early, they kind of think, well, maybe that's just a fake. And then Kreven again, using that space that he's given for free so well. Nobody on Heretics had any clue he had tucked in that far up on the map.
Going up. They're ready to try to counteract this. Push forward past the Blaze Wall, but nothing to be found.
Well, this is all just a play for a pick from Heretics. The spike is still sitting back in spawn, so they weren't even really going to try to scale into B. Just keeping BBL a little bit honest with that mid space, making sure that it's, at least for now, somewhat under their control, gives them a little bit more breathing room. And if they were to pivot towards A, they had opened up a lot of space over on the pyramid side, but again, BBL trying to read that this is going to be a mid re-hit that's thwarted, if there was any thoughts about it from Heretics. 3 players on this side. This is all a big fake. You have so much that you're going to try to use to sell this.
Paranoid, hold them back for now. Molly clearing out a forward angle. So far, all of BBL still believing in this, but now realizing Kashmaris, he's going to sprint through shop door, taps that one. Maybe slows him down a little bit on the entry. Meanwhile, re-ends, he's going to be able to find LaRock, but Kreven sliding around the back of the wall, jumps up and will end up getting taken down. Kashmaris able to find the kill. The plan now in play. A 2v3 as BBL try to bring this map to an end.
Here.
Heretics try to extend this for a little bit more. Swing a back pillar, and Woot has Loeta dead to rights. None the wiser, nor is Lovers Rock. 14 of 14. We keep going.
I like this. I like this because BBL hasn't really been biting on the fakes that you've been trying to sell with just like re-ends or just one player. So they add that extra layer in with the Phoenix, and that forces BBL to have to respect it. Opens up that space. Now that being said, you're going into Kreven's site, and that is scary the way he's been playing so far. He's only able to get one before he's dealt with, but for a moment there, it looks like even though it's good macro from Heretics, they might lose the round anyway, but they hang on. Loita, a lot of force here. Stacked up in front of B. Benji Fishy, a deeper trip right towards the front of those stairs. Gets the first kill.
And Boo finds LaRock as well. Swing out, and Boo suddenly firing on all cylinders. Saw glimpses of this, but I think he wants his map to come to an end. He wants to go over to Lotus as Woot will find Loita. And it looks like Heretics are going to find themselves back up to map point, potentially in flawless fashion. The mine Benji will fall, but it's going to be Boo. Starting off the round, ending it, a 3K. And now, 15 to 14 the score.
It's a couple things in this round, but the big thing is that Benji just outright wins that 1v1 against Lovers Rock. I mean, if he doesn't win this, then there's not that extra layer of safety on site with the Cypher util. Boo, that is disgusting. Ridiculous stuff from the IGL. Shown up big time at times for Heretics.
Come into the unknown.
Woot up to 28, Kreven up to 28. Both those players having stellar maps. Very different play styles, but get the job done one way or another. Fast hit again here from Heretics. Paranoia stalls it for a moment.
Right on 2 fronts. Rose, however, going to be overwhelmed. Gets a good amount of damage off that shock dart, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Might just be the end of this one here on Breeze. Plant onto the corner. 5 players strong. Cam going to be cleared out. LaRock
Spike planted.
needs to do something incredible alongside Kreven. Dirt ball sent to try to delay. The spot on the one. The relay ball going to be lobbed to the backside to slide forward, but Lover's Rock will get taken down. LaRock dead, and now it is all on Kreven. He has been amazing this match. Can do no more. Team Heretics come out swinging. They take down BBL on BBL's map pick, Lotus. The staging ground for Heretics to potentially get themselves a 2-0 and eliminate BBL from EWC.
Oh, it's a fantastic start here to our playoffs. It's an overtime banger, and the defending champions barely hanging on. BBL giving them a lot to deal with, but they're able to rally back in overtime. A lot of back and forth, a lot of great stuff. Kreven, disgusting for BBL. Woot, so solid again on the duelist for Heretics. Just now on Lotus, has BBL been able to continue to learn and improve on a map that used to be a little weak for them.
Yeah, this is a really big swing in this series.
Switching. Hey, man.
Super fans, vamos! I ran into
Coffee
Ari
bana ke
from New
aati
York
hu.
City. Ari, such a close game. We went to triple overtime. Who are you most excited to watch tonight?
I mean, of course, we're here for Heretics. I mean, all the players individually have their
Actually,
own
mat
great
dekho,
stories. I'm
camera off
looking
karna
personally
hai.
at Rien's. The clutch got
Wow, what a camera off. Let me add. Heretics 1, yes, OT pe OT, then Heretics 1. आती हूँ मैं कॉफी बना के।
decision-making looked really nice. They had a great read of how Heretics were trying to pilot that attacker side. We're really doing a nice job of shutting down a lot of those hits. You're going to need that more here on Lotus. I mean, certainly, yes. You know, a map that they've been very good on, very competitive on. It went to overtime a couple times for them already here in EWC. You know, against EDG the first time, against Team Heretics, or not Team Heretics, excuse me, 100 Thieves. And 100 Thieves just barely able to win that one out in overtime. So there are no slouches on this map for sure, but this is a Heretics map that they're very comfortable on. They navigate, they have great protocols on it. You know, Benji Fishy is going to be such a nuisance on that, likely to be a Cypher again. He causes a lot of issues, especially over on that A side, actually holding down that tree. He's really annoying in that part of the map.
Well, let's see what we got. Don't expect to see any real changes here. As looking like it's just going to be, Benji sticking to that vice. Koshmaris back over onto the Neon. Decent performance from Nolan the Phoenix, all things considered, from that Breeze.
Yeah.
So it wasn't necessarily like fully there in the fragging department, not compared to what we usually see from him on Neon, but util-wise, curveball-wise especially.
Defender side, curveballs were great. I will say, yeah, he was really impactful, especially on that first half. He was really annoying with his util. They had a lot of good setups there to tee up, you know, Woot behind him. A lot of times he wasn't, like you were saying, he was kind of the tank. He was the one that was setting up his other duelist for success. So should be, yeah, Krevin on the Cypher there. Nothing too crazy that we're gonna see, it looks like. Nobody running a Viper, much to the chagrin of some, but that's okay, I guess. I like the Viper on this map too, sort of, but a lot of teams these days just want to play that double duelist. They just want to have that extra oomph on some of those hits, on some of those executes, look for that early advantage.
But neither going for the full, you know, Paper Rex Sky layer in here, so it'll just be that fade. Getting stuck to EWC on the Cypher, the only difference between these squads. See which one between him and Benji Fishy is going to be able to find the most value. I mean, he was an absolute menace on Breeze. If he's going to be able to continue that reign of terror here on Lotus, then perhaps we will be going to a third and final map. For now, all players on stage just going to be dialed in and prepared for this Lotus, taking one step at a time.
Yeah, and with these types of comps, a lot of this is just going to come down to some of those, you know, early rubble mound fights, those kind of things. Who can get the better trap plays, maybe the front of B when you're going to make some good reads. I think this is going to be pretty similar to Breeze, where it's going to be a very close affair. Both teams are going to have some really good ideas on how each other likes to pilot the map. They both played it already here at EWC a couple times, so they're going to be very familiar. There's going to be a lot of tape to review between them. And certainly, you know, both these squads are going to be putting in that prep work. It's just a matter of coming down to execution. Heretics will once again be starting on that defender side. BBL goes for attack.
And when I think about LaRock at this tournament so far, the moments that he's had that have been jaw-dropping, it has been him on this raise. So perhaps we can see another performance like that to keep the team alive here at EWC. Otherwise, it might just be a very early goodbye. Crunch attempt over at B main. Nade going to be exchanged, but nothing to be found damage-wise. Meanwhile, Krevin, free scale forward, able to spot out this wall. Thorns over on the tree side.
My eyes are on Rienz for Heretics. He went absolutely crazy on this map the last time they played MIBR on it. 26 kills in their narrow overtime win.
They're going to pump the brake zone, repivot this back. Rienz turns away, turns back, is able to get the spot on the Lover's Rock, but can find nothing more. Woot now eliminated as well. BBL looking good to try to close out this pistol. Boo trying to isolate them down, can't do so. Cam with a spot, swing going to be coming through. Now they can just fully rotate over to the C site. Going worldwide on this one.
One enemy remaining.
I feel pretty confident about it.
Yeah. I think you're right, especially as Koshmaris. And as low as Loita is, he's the one at risk, and he's the one that's going to get taken down. Flawless pistol to start things off. A big boon here for BBL.
yeah, just able to create some space at the front of A, have that extra player waiting right there to deal with re-ends, and that opens up so much of the map for them. And again, they're going to have players waiting to lurk. Krevin, again, absolute nuisance. So, as Team Heretics, it's probably going to have to be pretty quick adjustments that you're going to need to be finding as this one rolls along. You know, they started off so hot against MIBR on their defender side. Looked like they were going to cruise to an easy map win, but then they dropped like 6 in a row or something like that. A lot to get MIBR right back into it. So Heretics going to be on the back foot this time. All classics. Not really much to speak of in terms of buy-up. Yeah, easy kill for Lovers Rock.
Yeah, nothing more to be done there. Outlaw find it, quick pivot, A site's empty. So fast plant here for BDL, and all of Team Heretics about to get the bad news as they start rotating out of sync.
Well, and now you're going to be able to max a little bit towards Laroc's showstopper. Get him an orb, get him a charge from the spike. Maybe try to send him out and get a few kills. Only got that ghost in hand, so you'd expect that he's going to want to go hunting, and I think Heretics pretty aware of that, the way they're set up right now. Bit of a crossfire here towards spawn.
Bolt charge in death. Halfway to that showstopper now, but it looks like the rest of Heretics happy to just go down to the spike. Don't want to give over any other key advantages here. Lovers Rock, however, should be good for this one, and he will. Quick peek towards that overdrive now, as Boo is going to have his work cut out for him here. That should be an elimination going over. So, yep, Krevin a second charge towards that neural theft. Rien's trying to just tap away, see if he can find anything. He does. Rose will fall, and the other two will go down to the spike.
Okay.
Nice.
Not too bad for both teams, but a little bit better for BBL, I'd say, in the long run. You're kind of funneling in some of those orbs towards the showstopper. The good news is Heretics is they're not going to have that showstopper anywhere near ready for this bonus round. So you don't have to fight against that. Very potent ultimate. Koshmaris, only enough for a Guardian. It's because he bought into some of the util there, I guess. Meanwhile, Rose going to be the only one without a rifle on the side of BBL, so very powerful bonus.
Ooh, Rose stuck in place there for a brief little moment, got decayed down. Koshmaris able to find that kill quite easily, but now the trade back looking good as Lovers Rock gets the spam, the drag across, and Woot will fall.
I got spiked.
What a monstrous bonus conversion this would be. As Benji Fishy up, swing at the corner, he's lucky to drift away unscathed. Completely rerouted though. Spike can now be planted.
I'm out of here.
Or they could just pivot.
Yeah, they could cut in towards A here. Oh, it's
They're
gonna be hurt.
try, but yeah, Boo is here. He finds the first, the spike now down. Paranoia, worried about a quick scale forward to try to cut him off. Instead it will be that blast pack out.
Here.
Back into a 2v2. Maybe a bit of an overheat here for BBL, but still in a decent position and already significant damage dealt, even if they can't convert this bonus.
And definitely a real chance for Heretics now. Man, do they feel a lot of pressure to convert this one. Can't be too quiet about where they're coming from.
The flash drop down. Saw the retrieval on that arc Rose, knows that they're going to be playing over on that side. And boom, not counter swinging fast enough. Larocque is able to find that kill. Some spam forward, and oh no, okay, he's not going to go for the knife. Will just show some mercy. Takes him down nice and easy, but that is a hot start now for BBL.
Yeah, this is really good stuff. They're just doing such a nice job there with the haunt, clearing so much space. It locks in the players of Heretics over by the baby door. That means they can't get into that rubble fight the way that they'd like to.
Sayda aldık ya. Bombayı kuralım. Kaos'a girmeyelim. Omen da bilmiyorduk ki o yüzden diyorum.
Create that extra little bit of a layer. No ults just yet. Boo's one away.
Okay.
Okay, Koshmaris, that's not good. 10 HP.
Fortunately, did have the full armor.
True.
So a chance to still yet find some damage with that Marshall.
Well, you've got so much map control. But this time, Heretics expecting a pivot. Oh, it's a collide!
God. Oh, any hope of really trying to convert this one quickly going to be destroyed as Lovers Rock is on for an ace.
Ace.
Can he find it? Benji needs to die one way or the other. Footsteps had been heard, and it looks like LaRock will just go ahead and take that for himself. Sorry, my guy, no ace for you. But with the plant, he gets a showstopper online now, so the pain very well could continue for Heretics.
No doubt. They are going to be fighting an uphill battle, to say the least. I mean, there's a couple also. There's the overdrive and the showstopper. So it's like there's a lot of opportunities here for BBL to, even if they start off the round in a deficit, to turn things on its head rather quickly. And that's, I assume, going to be a pretty quick timeout from Heretics. A lot to talk about. Usually pretty decent on the defender side of this map, but so far, BBL has been very, very good. I mean, taking a lot of space. They're winning almost every one of those battles at A. All of them, actually, basically. Heretics, a lot of the rounds, other than one, has played to give up that space. Now, yes, 2 of those were ecos, so kind of makes sense, but at the same time, like, you give BBL that little bit of breathing room, and they're so good at punishing it. They're so good at understanding, okay, they've given us, let's try to pivot. Okay, we don't need to keep going. We can, let's send out one player to explore A, and oh, okay, they got 2 kills. That's cool. Easy maneuver for us. They're really good at always having that player who's going to be watching the flank, a player who's going to be creating a flank potentially. Making it really tricky for Heretics to kind of keep map control. So this round, operator for Woot has to find value. Oh no.
Grabbing front of the one, but nothing more off that. A little bit whippy on the spray. Meanwhile, Showstopper going to be locked out. Rock's looking for a target, but sends it in towards backside, and Kashmars avoids taking damage. He's able to tuck back, but now it's a player advantage for Heretics. Ults out of the equation for BBL. Rose pushing aggressively, takes a decent bit of damage, but so too has LaRock. It's the stun. Well, shrugging that one off. Finds the kill. Woot now dead. Suddenly, player advantage. The swing in the corner. Rose still going to be good for another. Rien's just not quite fast enough to find that punish. Now the backstab is in. And the timeout leads to absolutely nothing for Heretics.
Yeah, this gets a little bit weird for Heretics. Start off with that early advantage. You're able to nullify the showstopper thanks to the Vice Wall. Oh, man. LaRock there. Just need to do a little bit of damage. But, one of the things that I'm kind of confused about in this round is Kashmaris tucked into that smoke, has the showstopper sail over his head, and he opts to make noise and leave. So that kind of alerts BBL that there could be somebody coming from that angle, and him and Benji try to double up, but it doesn't really find much value. In fact, BBL just kind of says, all right, we're just going to make sure that's clear. Now, pivot over towards C. Benji has the util there as a bit of a cushion, but no wall. It's just the vines. Trying to tangle up BBL and see if he can hit some nasty shots, but they're clearing out. I think they got at least one of them there, or he just popped it quick. Fake TP. But Heretics have gained some space, and they're willing to take their map control and hold on to it for now. Riens does deal with the cam at the very least. You're hoping that this could be the round where you turn it around, get this Thrifty to go. You've got BBL walking into the stack, potentially.
What can Boo find? Showstopper. Up close and personal. Woot committing that one in. Rose. The one to fall, but Lovers Rock looking for a little bit more with that overdrive swing in the corner, and Woot, filter of his shot, is able to sit him down. Seaside, however, primed and open for the taking as Kreven continues to just wiggle his way into all these open positions. There was Breeze or here.
Thorns are alive.
so damn good at sussing out where Team Heretics isn't.
10 seconds left.
Plan now to be committed to.
Spike planted.
Heretics try to get this Thrifty off the ground.
He didn't get any guns either.
Well, never pushed in that direction. Given the investment on that showstopper, it's gonna hurt all the more if they can't get this to convert. Turn to the flash back forward, and Corsair able to fight two, tries to go for the overdrive, but he's already swung the corner, and Krevin has him dead. The neural theft, the second reveal about to be coming in. Swing in, and Benji will be able to get them over the line. A massive round to be found here for Team Heretics. They pull off the Thrifty to get themselves on the board.
I mean, it's beyond huge. So much invested in that round, able to get that early walk into your setup, get those kills, but not able to scoop up guns and still getting it done with the pistols. Let's see this from Kosh Morris. Ah, nice.
Very nice.
Nice with the bandit. Benji gets the one tap.
Nice, let's go, let's go, let's go.
He is one of the best with the Sheriffs. I absolutely love to see him in those Thrifty rounds, because he hits some nasty ones for sure.
Oh, Morris trying to go for this Rumble Crunch. Ends up losing
क्या
the
चल रहा है?
blind
मीटिंग
one tap.
खत्म हो गई.
And it looks like we're right
पिटाई हो रही है.
back to BBL dominance. Stopping the flame of Heretics, making sure that they cannot build up any momentum whatsoever. And if you're Benji, sure, you've got 3K behind this you can buy again, but your teammates sure as hell cannot. Leads not to maximum comfort. He will just stay here, try to see if he can get a bit of a freebie and will. The rock to fall. Krevin not too far away. Let's get everything out of their grasp. 6-1.
I must wait a moment.
That's just insane. I mean, that's just,
goodness. Gets the full flash in. No, for a second, I thought Krevin was gonna have it. Benji, okay, keeping himself alive. I mean, hell, they keep running at him. He might just ace them in a loss.
Thorns are alive.
Damn.
And I think at that point, you don't want to give him the satisfaction.
Yeah.
Leave him with 4. Let him know that even if he's able to pick you apart like that, you're still no closer to winning the round.
I mean, there's a little bit of util in here. Oh, it's a really good paranoia to Moida to tee himself up, but I mean, this is just so easy for them. And look at how back and forth they are, using that neon to distract.
भाई 9:30 बजे बुला दिया उसने मेरे.
I was thinking, is it frozen? No. It's just...
It's just his disbelief.
4:30 5 बजे तक सोती हूँ मैं.
Oh no. We lost.
Paranoia, try to slow him down. Quick little easy kill there for Boo. Rian's traded at the same time. Tap the door, Boo wanting that gun. They know it, but he is able to recover it safely.
Just barely.
BBL
nice. Gives you a little bit of extra firepower here.
Strong है by the
You see
way.
a little bit more from Heretics though.
Heretics का भी strong है ऐसे मैंने सुना.
Benji Fishy does
तो
have that
Heretics का ही
steel
pick
garden,
है.
so it could be a nuisance if the C pivot happens from BBL, but it seems like they maybe want to avoid
भाई
that.
कल मेरे को लाइसेंस मिलेगा क्या लगता है पास हो जाऊंगी?
You know, figure out a
4
little
wheeler
bit
में
of
तो
the
हो
util
जाऊंगी. 2
here.
wheeler का मेरे को पता
Benji's
है.
going to be setting up and then make some plays off of that. And Rose looking for that late linger, that late backstab. Let's see if, ooh, that was close. I thought for a second he might peek out of the smoke accidentally.
Oh, shoulder to shoulder.
They're
coming in. Boo still trying to find this lurk. Shifts over and will be able to get Rose displaced.
Good.
4v3, the weaponry not really still on their side. Steel Garden, however, will look to equalize, but Showstopper is still going to be available. Boo, what are you doing? Where in the hell was he off to?
Satchel out.
Last player standing.
Steel Garden takes their guns. It doesn't take their sight. It doesn't take their hearing.
Better
I
than
don't know.
TH, I guess.
I don't know.
I am perplexed.
Yep. I'm left scratching my head a bit on that one too. Well, it is what it is. Dude, LaRock there, some sick raise play. Not only is the showstopper there, but as he's getting chased down, throws the satchel to get to safety. Nice little stuff from him. I mean, I don't know what happened here. Heretics have just completely lost their minds. I mean, their mental is out the window. They aren't really able to find any answers every single step of the way. BBL is out shooting them, out thinking them. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the second time out.
Yeah, this is it right here. I mean, at this point, LaRock, I mean, they're not standing up for anything. They have no reason. Just reminding them that they're incapable. This has to be one hell of a speech.
Oh, for sure.
We come into this
वैसे
map
भी
being
लोगों
like,
नहीं
okay,
रहते
Heretics,
हैं
the
टेस्ट के टाइम
stage is
थोड़ी
set.
वो तो टेस्ट का
The
एरिया अलग
advantage is
से रहता है
theirs.
बना हुआ
Yes, maybe BBL
वहाँ
have
थोड़ी
done their
लोग
homework.
आएंगे
Maybe they've prepped quite a bit for this. And perhaps this will be a very close map, but this is a slaughter.
No, this is brutal. I mean, it's the only round they get is a
और
thrifty
उधर तो आती है
defuse
मेरे को अच्छे से चलाना
because Benji comes up huge with a 1v1 sheriff kill.
Find you.
मेरे को टू व्हीलर में पैनिक होता है
Rose's ult. Got an outlaw again for Lover's Rock. The last time he had this, I think he got a 4K.
Yep.
Gotta go.
अरे बाप रे अरे बाप रे
There's just nothing there to assist. It's a gamble. It's such a risk.
Bro,
And
how they are
boom.
losing
I mean, if he pulls it off, it looks brilliant, but
right,
twice in a row now. Well, we're left scratching our heads.
Well, it's BBL. Oh my God, Benji is lucky to be alive.
Well, it's trying to feel back some of that pressure, but now Benji's just screwed, stuck into a corner. Thorns at his feet, and the paint chill arrives. TP right back out of BBL. They are not taking any risks. They're just slowing it down. They know they have the advantages. Woot now, alone on this side of the map, dialed in with the operator. And this needs to be big.
अरे क्या बोलते हैं ड्राइविंग स्कूल वालों ने मेरे को मैसेज करा कि भाई बारिश है तो
30 seconds left.
टू व्हीलर सीधी चलानी है
Back off, and now here comes the pivot.
8 बंदे बारिश की वजह से I was like wow
Closest one on
what
the
an
scene. Gonna be
opportunity
held at bay as that cage does get popped. They're going to commit the nightfall to this. Heretics feeling like they have to force something, but there's no quick scaling off of
Wednesday
this.
के बाद free हो
Sees towards connector. Kashmar is out into the open. Is going to be able to find the one, but Woot now going to be taken down. Rienz with another. A 2v2. Caution 10. Paranoia to connect onto Rienz. The spray takes him low. Kashmar has to try to take him down. And help V49. The peak will come in before the defuse can get held to half. BBL. Yes, this one ends up getting close, but they are still playing this gorgeously. Up now 8-1.
Yeah, one of the things I want to talk about at the beginning of this round is why Boo is trying to go for that push when he does, and it's because there's not that early contest of A main, so he thinks he can cheat a little bit and try to scoot ahead to Rubble for free, whereas the BBL players, they're watching for that. Lover's Rock. Tremendous stuff on the Neon. 13 and 6 right now. Nailing it. You can just keep using the Outlaw because Heretics have to keep trying to throw money at the problem. And money doesn't solve everything. Everybody but Kashmar has one tap to this. Woot one away from his ult, so maybe they could get another Thrifty to go off the back of that. But he needs to find a kill or something first. Meanwhile, you know, BBL's game plan right now is go contact, look for picks, go to the other side, see what's up.
Does not check Lover's Rock, and okay, he's unable to find the kill, but Loida will. Finds himself his second, in fact, as that's going to be Rienz dead as well. Woot now forced away. We're going to be grabbed up here by LaRock. 3 charges from yet another showstopper.
You push start, click here to vote.
Just taking their time, assessing who they want to give this to, where they want to plant it. And they say, yep, Showstopper seems pretty good. Let's get another one of those.
Yeah, should have another one before the half is over.
There's one. Hits Koshmaris, takes him down to 10. Straight through the wall, and LaRock, one way or another, he's getting that Showstopper. A flawless round. Because they are just running away with this map. You'd think so many overtimes, a loss on your map pick. You'd be shaken up. BBL, they are the ones that are dialed in.
They are so resilient, so confident. This is excellent work from LaRock. They're like, we know where they're at. You can come get some more charges for your Showstopper. Dinner's ready. It's been served on a plate. Over's Rock.
Oh! Good shot from Woot. A lifeline. 14 Heretics. Quickly off the back of that spill forward, taking space past Mound, but it looks like BBL, they're going to fast re-clear this. They're more than willing to take the fight. TP going to be used just to try to instill some doubt in LaRock is able to find Koshmaris. Now suddenly that 4v4, the Showstopper still in the back pocket. Ooh, looking for a timing. We'll be able to find it off that haunt. Meanwhile, Showstopper's going to be exchanged. Chucks it in though, and Boo, he's still playing forward. He gets caught. Meanwhile, Woot comes away with absolutely nothing.
That felt so early from Woot there. I guess just the pressure.
And he's just trying to stalemate LaRock, but because Boo is just trying to hold that corner, he ends up getting taken down.
Right.
Now it's Benji Fishy trying to hold the line. Against Rose, just trying to
30 seconds left.
maybe even it's still a little bit of a fake. Ball gets popped. Push forward into B. No util other than the C's in hand of the ball man, and LaRock has them basically lined up. His turn now to be on for an ace.
10 seconds left.
The spike planted in Benji. What are you meant to do? Can't try to go for this.
Gotta save.
Just has to back away. But he has no idea if he has a safe angle, a safe place to really tuck back.
Right, you know LaRock is thirsty for that ace.
Well, he's thirsty for that ace, and Rose had also tripped the wall. He doesn't know if he's really slipped the net. Either way, looks like LaRock not going to go hunting super hard for this one. Continuing to play it wisely, cautiously. No reveal off that haunt. Mike now detonating. Benji should be good to hold on to this. No, he's not. It is just a wide swing into the spray down. Nothing carried over. And nothing going Heretics' way.
Oh, man. This is where you got to be concerned if you're a Heretics fan, because BBL is activated, and if LaRock is online, yeah, he'll be doing a lot of that, waving goodbye to his opponents, because he has been so good here in Paris. Now you've got Kreven's ult. You're kind of close to Lover's Rock's ult, maybe. I mean, Koshmaris does have his.
Look at this read.
Yep, they know.
Ready for this crunch. Paranoia, however, is going to be a little bit late. It does not connect on the re-ends, and okay, suddenly, he doesn't have the right idea.
I have the spike.
He just can't connect the shots.
Hi, BLACKSHARK, welcome to the stream. How
Worked it
are
too early
you?
now, and it's all down to Rose to see what damage he can get, but last round of the half, not going to be able to find a round win here. So, 10-2, BBL still looking incredible.
Yeah, this is insane work from them against a team that's generally pretty darn good on their defender side of Lotus. That is, yeah, all Riens can do is laugh here a little bit. He at least had a crazy good last round there, but pretty much the rest of that half, I have to forget from everybody on Heretics.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think you're just trying to focus forward for sunset.
Today special what?
I mean, there's always an opportunity, but for now, let's send things over to Lou.
I'm thinking
Thank you guys. And what would be EWC without its
have so
super
today.
fans? I'm now joined by Otto and Gio, super fans from Heretics. So I'm going to ask you boys first, where are you guys from? Where did you come from? And how long was the trip to Paris?
Okay, it took like 2 days to come here. I'm from El Salvador in Central America. Yeah, it's a really amazing experience to be here.
It feels great to have you here as well. Gio, where do you come from and how long was the trip?
I come from Mexico. It was around like 14 hours to get here. So, yeah.
That's passion. We can call that passion. Donc, d'où est-ce que vous venez? Comment était le voyage, etc. On a un fan du Salvador et de l'autre côté du Mexique. 2 jours, 14 heures pour venir supporter Heretics. On espère qu'ils vont se porter mieux sur cette seconde map. And how does it feel, you know, traveling throughout the world to like watch esports, House Paris, etc. This is not a tricky question. You can say your honest opinion.
It's incredible, to be honest, to be here watching Heretics with my friends and also with all the staff from Heretics. It's an amazing experience. To be honest, at the beginning, I'm gonna cry. I can't believe that I'm gonna be here, but it's okay.
Insane experience, insane surprise indeed. And what about you, Gio?
It's such a dream come true. I feel like I'm still sleeping. I'm going to wake up tomorrow or something like that. But yeah, being able to experience the whole event, seeing the players like this close, it is just crazy.
Être juste à côté des joueurs comme ça, c'est une expérience incroyable. J'ai l'impression que c'est un rêve et que je vais me réveiller bientôt. And last question, but not least, who is your MVP in Team Heretics and who's going to help the boys carry the game?
To be honest, I can choose.
You have to.
Okay, if I have to choose one, I'm gonna say Rians.
Okay, Rians, what about you?
I mean, I love Benji, but I think when it comes to that clutch factor, it's going to be Rians.
Rians, let's see if Rians can take the win on Lotus for the Heretics boys. Let's go.
Let's go.
It has been incredibly rough for Heretics so far here on Lotus. Rian's, a lot of praise from the fans, a lot of praise from everyone around the world. We know what he's capable of, and right now, yes, he is going to be sitting at the top of the scoreboard for Heretics, but it's not been a standard, a usual performance from him.
कल बारिश नहीं हुई तो मेरे को
Can he find that stride?
निकालना
At this
पड़ेगा.
point, the BBL take this pistol. Curtains on Lotus. We move over to Sunset.
I hope कि कल बारिश हो जाए. आज नहीं हुई तो कल होना बनता है भाई.
That's for sure, and that is not the start you want. Lovers rock with the Sheriff, outdueling Rians.
Bantush,
The struggles continue.
Ocean.
Kashmaris has the trip. They're going to clear it. Maybe can get a plant here.
You changed your name or
BBL not far off.
Altadi.
They're going to be coming from just about every angle.
Benji does have this late lurk.
Baap
He's
re.
going to be able to find anything if he does end up scaling towards stairs. Jump peek there from Loida, trying to spot out. Well, paint shell.
Band बाजा चल रहा है इनका.
Ooh, slowed down. Narrowly able to get away from that one. Meanwhile, Lovers Rock is able to find another kill. A third in his hands as Woot will also get taken down. Boo and Benji
ये
just
उसके बाजू में diffuse हो रहा है.
held up the half. Boo interrupts it, but Benji Fishy needs to go nuclear, but the defuse is already stuck. The round is already over. And I think this map is as well.
I mean, it's just sort
मेरे
of
साइड पिछले 24 hours से हो रहा है.
to
That's me 90. Oh
mimic
my god.
what worked for BBL on their pistol in the
तो
first
देखो.
half. But
तुम कहाँ रहते
nobody's
हो?
there because the BBL is all the way over on the other side of the map. They get that first pick and they immediately start kind of shifting counterclockwise. They're moving in the opposite direction. And that whole time, that's just giving them this great 2-2-1 split to come into the B site. And that means for Benji to find value, the rest of his team has to hold the line, and they just cannot. To buy up to force.
I have the spike.
Sheriff's a stinger and an outlaw. 3 players will be one tap to that outlaw on BBL. So that one could find some unexpected value. That one is kind of a unique one to throw into the mix on a force buy. You're usually just going to see like stingers and the sheriffs.
थोड़ी सी बारिश
Gonna try
भेज
to
दो
eke out
इधर
an extra little advantage. Benji has to cut armor for
ताकि मैं
that.
स्कूटी सीधे चला पाऊँ.
Slow creep up.
भाई अगर 8 बनाना होगा तो मैं दूंगी नहीं भाई 2 व्हीलर की टेस्ट. हार्ड में जाए वैसे भी मेरे हाथ में देते नहीं है 2 व्हीलर.
believe Lovers Rock able to get a spot out, but
ये
no
तो क्या
reason
है
for him to
रहती
try to
नहीं
push
है घर
forward.
पे
He's got that judge, can just continue to maintain control over that corner, that entry to the site. Some interest drummed up though as we do see rotation coming in, and Benji, okay, belt over shot. Sits down Lovers Rock on that slide. With that kill, they're now going to try to pivot everybody back over to A, but look at the time remaining, 25 seconds still. 2 players here, and another not very far away. So Rock, ready to join in on that connector.
Oh my God.
Okay, Rose, not able to find much of anything there. The Logitech could still be their demise.
10 seconds
And
left.
Benji both going to be struck down. The wallbang shot takes him low, but cannot find the elimination. Boo surviving. 3 HP in the regen armor.
अरे भाई वो है ड्राइविंग टेस्ट है.
Still decently winnable though for BBL as Lloyd Rock. They find more, and Cosmaris can find nothing.
GG है भाई Heretics का.
12-2. We have only seen one comeback in
हाँ तो
that
फ्लड का
caliber
सीन
at
है.
this event.
आज रेड अलर्ट दिया था, आज बारिश है ही नहीं.
I just do not see it happening again here.
It doesn't feel like it. It feels like BBL is winning in every aspect of the game on this map. The firepower, the teamwork, you know, when they need an individual to go big because it doesn't start off, you know, the way you would want in the round. This time it's Loita. Do some serious heavy lifting. I mean, him and Krevin have only died 5 times each. We're
फेक कमबैक होगा या GG है.
just ridiculous stuff. They
जी,
gamble
खाली
stack
छोड़
over
दिया.
at A.
Good
They were
job.
looking for the knockout blow. They went for the haymaker, and it's gonna miss. So gonna have to go back into the jabs or something a little bit different, as they're gonna split their forces. Ares for Kashmaris.
अरे वही है भाई हर टाइम का है जब चाहिए रहता है कि भाई बारिश हो तब नहीं होती.
Even on a good
मर गया.
economy.
Oh.
Meanwhile, look, Rock is just up and over the top, and Boo none the wiser, not here in the blast pack. He gets himself his second before finally being traded out.
GG है, GG है, GG है, GG
Is
है.
singing, and he is looking to silence Heretics, and they have. Lotus, it is a dismantling of Heretics as BBL keep themselves alive here at EWC 2026 Sunset, trying to side it all.
I love LaRock. He just leans right into that villain story, goes to the crowd, and he goes, I want to hear it. I want to hear ya. He is unbelievable. I mean, just every possible aspect you could think of.
117 घटिया गेम मरे वो तो हुआ
LaRock
है.
is so good at Raze. Really creative with the blast packs, whereas I felt like Woot was really lacking in a lot of that department. Obviously, the individual just frankly shooting is way better. Straight up, what else do you want me to say? There was a couple rounds in there where Heretics have the equal footing in a firefight and they just lose.
Yeah, this was completely one-sided. Never really close at any moment. Let's send things back over to the D-Gun and the desk. Hear what they have to say, because I was told, you know, if you had nothing good to say nothing else, so I'll let D-Gun do all the talking.
I don't know what you're talking about because I got great things to say here about the cast as well. Paper Thin and Achilleos, thank you so much. They're going to be back because BBL are back in a dominant way. That's the LaRock that we've been looking for, that MVP caliber battle, and he shows up here in map number 2. It's 1-1.
Look at this, he's showing that I can't hear you to the crowd that are definitely Heretics' favorite here. This kid is a villain, and that's how he likes it. Man, he's having the best time here.
You say that, but at the same time, if anyone ever speaks to LaRock, he's like the sweetest boy ever.
Yeah.
But the moment that he goes on stage, he forgets about all of that. Lotus is his territory, and BBL in this second map, it keeps happening time and time again. I do not want to hear for a second that they are a momentum-based team, you know, like you get in their heads. No, the mental reason that
मेरे को वो बताओ वो 7:15 को है टाइम है। ये क्या बोल रही थी? थोड़ा सा thanks for remembering me. इरिटेट हो रहा है ना जुकाम। थोड़ा सा वार्तालाप करके आओ क्या घर पे? Because we have like almost half an hour start होने के। लाइट तो मेरा वेल प्लेड कर रही है। ये थोड़ा सा उफ शांति मिली है जो। तो तुमने लाइक नहीं करा इस स्ट्रीम को तो लाइक कर देना। अरे Buddy, thank you so much for the 100 rupees on super chat. क्या बात है यार, लॉटरी लग गया आपकी। लॉटरी लग भाई मैं कल सब वो डाल के आऊंगी EWC का frame and all। अरे 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 Woody, thank you so much for becoming a member. Now you can watch my members only vlogs. I think so. ए कहाँ कहाँ कहाँ? कितने कितने I think ये देखो इजी हैक्स। लाइट लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है, बस एक वाइट पेज ओपन करके रख दो अपने मुंह के सामने। आई एम लॉयर। ओह ओह हाँ बोला था बट तो याद नहीं था। मेरी दोस्त भी एक लॉयर बनी। थोड़े से स्टेटस देख के मेरे को मिक्स्ड फीलिंग्स आए अंदर से। व्हाट एम आई डूइंग विद जहाँ भी यू क्या एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया था इतना भी। क्लाइंट पेट पड़े ओ हो केस जीत गई क्या अपना? अगर ऐसा रहता है मेरा डैड भी केसेस लेते थे। I mean, not really, but kinda. इंग्लिश सब्जेक्ट के वजह से डाल के थोड़ा चैट इधर आती हूँ. But you raised the creator program. Yeah. हाँ कि एन केस भी विन हो तो तभी पेड़ों का ही. सब ऐसा नहीं रहता क्या? हमारा केस लड़ो, आपकी क्या बाकी 20-30% 40% केस ये तो वेट, अगर केस जीते नहीं तो क्या पैसे नहीं मिलेंगे? इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक मिल गया मेरे को. पेड होगा तब भी मतलब किस टाइप के केसेस लड़ते हो आप, अगर इन फ्यूचर जरूरत पड़े तो? आई थिंक काफ़ी डिले है स्ट्रीम एंड चैट. अरे मैंने गलती से मैं चेंज करना भूल गई यार, नॉर्मल लेटेंसी पे स्ट्रीम कर भूल गई मैं, लो लेटेंसी करना. सॉरी, कल अल्ट्रा लो पे करूँगी बस. भी तो सिविल मिल का प्रैक्टिस कर रहा हूँ. कैसे प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हो? आई मीन कैसे, क्या होता है थोड़ा बताओ. मेरे क्या बोलते हैं डैड और मामा का ऐसा कहना था कि मैं लॉ करूं, बट मेरे से नहीं होगा, मुझे पता है. इतनी पढ़ाई मेरे से ना होगी. अरे मतलब क्या प्रैक्टिस करते हो, लाइक इसको इनोसेंट प्रूव करने का या फिर डिफेंड करने का, कैसा क्या? मैच किसका है? एनआरजीएन. अरे वैलोरेंट कहाँ गया? एमेट जेंटलमेट्स वर्सेस एनर्जी, इंटरेस्टिंग मैच है. एक सेकेंड, ये लोग थर्ड मैच भी खेल रहे हैं। अच्छा हो शिट, पहला तो यार पागल हो गई हो यार मैं, शॉर्ट टर्म मेमोरी लॉस हो गया है मेरे को। मैं भूल ही गई कि फर्स्ट मैच ये लोग जीते थे, हेरिटिक्स। Fuck. फिर तो लंबा चलेगा। बातचीत करनी चाहिए। सीनियर के साथ जाके केस का एग्जाम है, उस पे मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ वो।
All 5 of them, top to bottom, able to excel here as we have our agent select coming in now. Kosh Maras on that neon. That's what I wanted to see. It's old school. It's double initiator here from Heritage.
चेक करो कहीं फुल टाइम तो नहीं हुआ। अरे
was going to change from years prior, and it doesn't look like it's going to be much. Concerns
मैप्स याद थे मेरे को, वही मैं सोची कि ये लोग सनसेट की बात क्यों कर रहे हैं।
I think that this is the moment for him to shine when we're speaking about the
Sunset decided
One thing I want to talk about is Benji Fishy on this cypher. When they were at their best on this map, he was astronomical on this agent, especially around that B side. And I always remember those B side post plants. Yes, the map's changed a little bit, but look for that same style here from Heretics.
I know that we've been highlighting the players in BBL. To me, the difference maker still keeps being, is Lover's Rock turning up today or not? And to me, even on that breeze, he perfectly did. He's able to keep that up, especially with the defenses that BBL has been giving us throughout the entire year. He should be and could be the key to shutting Heretics down and ending their dream of doing it again.
The burden of being the title defenders here at EWC is upon the shoulders of Team Heretics, but the young squad that knows no better, they only know forward, is BBL on the cusp of knocking out those title defenders and making history. Let's find out as we go to map number 3 with the Kilios and Paper Thin.
Sunset to decide it all. His third and final map is BBL absolutely battered Heretics on Lotus. Can they maintain that form? Can Heretics regain theirs?
Legend काफी सही है,
Stick
like
around in this
क्या ही
tournament to
agent है
defend
यार।
their title. In back-to-back years, it's a single elimination
ना
playoff
मैं लाइट चालू करती हूँ।
No second chances, no reprieve. Loser here. Their run comes to an end.
You just gotta wonder, is that momentum going to be able to carry over for BBL? You know, sometimes in EMEA, they'll have one of those maps where they'll blow an opponent out of the water, and then the next map they'll be kind of shaky again. So, just looking to see if they're going to be able to maintain that form. You know, Laroc going on to a very different role, a very different agent in Deadlock. Going to be setting up some of those sonic sensors early over on the B site. Still sitting on his wall in his net, just waiting for a bit of a trap play off of contact on that sensor, but it's a full-on mid-push, and Rose has to hightail it out of there.
It's a different role that he did play incredibly well versus EDG. Trevin going to take that first contact, but it's going to be fully flashed up. Luck now having to backpedal away. But we'll find a stun. Meanwhile, Rose around the back has this sudden arrival. He's only going to be able to clean up one. Valorant able to find two. What a volley of shots from him, but Woot still in this mix, still in this fight. Gets himself a 3K, fishing for a little bit more blind, but players will rescale back over towards Boba. Looks like they might just be pushing.
They have another, yeah, they have time for another pivot, and Lloyda's somewhat aware of it.
Lover's Rock, he's quick on their heels though, in around the back. I don't know if he has been scouted at all. There is no credence being lent to this for the moment. Loida able to find one. The turn back Woot gets himself a 4K, but Loida gets BBL the opening pistol.
Whoa. it is a crazy back and forth in this round. So many clutch moments. This one right here from Locke. I thought he was going to get the third for a second there. I thought he had Woot lined up, but not quite. There's Benji maybe, but regardless, really good read of the map there by the last two surviving players.
Light चला गया था.
Keeping Heretics very well pinned in, giving them a really tough crossfire. The timing couldn't have been better there either. Absolutely nailing that. Clear the dart.
Yeah, I don't think मैं ये
Confirmation or doubling down on the information by BBL.
Revealing area.
Rians
इससे ज़्यादा one spot कर सकती हूँ आज.
isn't going to get around the corner. So they know that somebody could be there. They're pinging it out. They're at least aware of it.
Spot of the leg. And now they very much do know.
कल देखती हूँ किसी को साथ
This
में
gun
बैठा
is
पाई.
in play. I mean, Krevin, if he had just pulled the trigger there,
Yeah, I know.
would have had him dead, dialed in, not knowing it. But let's get tucked very close forward. Looks like he's going to reassess this. Play away from that sonic sensor.
Well, they've got kind of a read on this. They're a little bit worried about mid, but with that wall there, you can pretty much turn your attention towards the front here.
That at the ready. Chucks that one through. Krevin's going to be able to find one, but gets
Oh.
traded out for LaRock with that Guardian, looking for a little bit more. Just be the 2 kills found for him. Then another 2 on the back for Rose.
Crazy.
3 players survive. 2-0 start, an overall clean anti-eco for BBL.
Pretty curious if Heretics have an inkling that the
Hey,
Omen
you,
tucked into the
yes,
corner had a
you.
judge. They
Yes,
again,
me.
they pinged it out because it didn't get cleared by the recon. That's something that I'm kind of having my eyes leaning towards for this bonus. BBL. Good setup there at the end. Nice job by LaRock to once again just step into the fray. Find his moment to be annoying.
They hydrated. Okay, okay.
Oh, just went right past
Okay.
it.
Yeah, one past it. Koshmara's just get taken down. Some
मैं
damage.
अभी तो
Offered up to try to get that assist.
liquid intake ज़्यादा
Rock having to backpedal still
लेना ही पड़ेगा.
has this fast lane, but this is all now a bit of a bait to try to
मेरे को
play in Rose
जुकाम
tucked
जैसा
into the
हो गया है.
corner. Heretics though pausing, wanting to see if he's going to go for this repeak.
Yeah, for sure, you got to be real careful about it too. Only 2 of the players can absorb one of the hits.
Jiggle peeks it again. Hands making sure checks everything here. It's spotted on that drone, and what a shot from Lovers!
Oh!
He's able to find 2.
Hey!
The swing out.
Woo!
Absolutely destroys them.
About
That is the
the
Rienzo we
damn
know.
timing.
And it couldn't have come at a more opportune moment. Heretics were about to get bonus. This should have been over. It should have been done.
कल मैं बारिश से बाइक से आया तो सेम
No.
कोल्ड हुआ है भाई.
Okay. Absolutely incredible. The coaching staff as well on their feet off the back of that play. What a bailout.
मेरे को ये आइस्ड कॉफी कोल्ड
But
कॉफी
all
ये
things
वो
considered, it's still a
पीने
good
से हो
bonus
गया
for
है.
BBL.
Yes, it is still a
2-3
absolutely
दिन continue.
ridiculous bonus. And now only 3 players have that half armor. So Lovers Rock still going to be leaning in towards that outlaw. Feeling so confident about it, and he should be. He's really damn good with it.
This insert on Koshmaris, and I don't know if they're going to be able to clear this out without just playing forward and peeking in the alley.
Well, I mean, Loida,
He's still scaling.
he's aware that this is possible.
Checking, and wow, what a clean shot.
Woo!
Swift on that one. Shock dart's not able to find too much.
Sensor destroyed.
It's now going to be broken. But Lovers Rocky's done it again.
Spike
2
down.
players going to be collided there as Wu
One
and Boo will fall.
Magis.
And the hero of the
He's
previous
crazy.
eliminated is just Benji Fishy. Isolated in B main.
ये बैंड वालों को बोलो थोड़ा शांति
30
रखें.
seconds left.
No way to try to make a play of this. Realistically,
No.
best bet would be to try to recover a weapon, get something better than the Bulldog, but even that is just so very risky. Camera out, the spot, the swing, the death. As BBL get the flawless off the back of a very close bonus, and now they're up 3-1.
This is going to do a lot for BBL's economy. They were getting pretty low in the bank account coming into this round because they lost that bonus. So this one, pretty important for them in this defender side. And this is huge because they're going to be able to just keep all their weapons. They have an outlaw already in the mix to deal with the eco round.
अच्छा ये कैसे dress and wall color same the wall in your pack.
Worst comes to worst, you have
वो light
Lover's Rock's overdrive. No Rose.
I can change the color.
He's got him covered. Big reveal now out. Spraying right through the box. Just looking for some damage.
See, it's red now.
A little bit shy to the mark for Lover's Rock. Looking for another kill with that outlaw.
EWC का watch party है ना, तो इसलिए मैंने orange करके रख दिया और ये मैंने निकाला था भाई और जाने के लिए पहनना था मेरे को, but अंदर रखा था तो.
He's the only one who's going to be one shot to the outlaw, so he's going to tuck in, just try to play, see if anybody clears his wall. He's like, Luke wants to go for it.
थोड़ा हवे पे डाल दिया.
Gonna take, you know,
ताकि वो smell चला
the
जाए.
mags he got for that stinger.
I was about to say, I think it
अंदर
takes
रखा
like
था ना.
3 mags out of that stinger.
Like to segment it. Meanwhile,
This red looks good.
Loida taking to the high ground, counter swing available. The drop of a hat from Rose.
अच्छा तो लग रहा है red.
Peeking from Benji.
It's not red, but
he left on the floor, spot on the one. Spray connecting, Boo down to 22. Grabs that outlaw.
30 seconds left.
Meanwhile, Kreven.
ये भी red हो गया.
Coach on the back.
Poison's off.
There's just no other recourse here. For Heretics. 20 seconds. Oh, they're actually going to ult for this. This is a big commit in. The plant will come through. Woot trying to see if he can interrupt and intercept any of these players, but he will not. And there's the spot out. Boo, being a belter of a shot. And the ult ends up rebounding into the corner. He does not get caught. Suddenly, a chance, an opportunity. Boo trying to scope in on that corner. The Hunter's Fury. They know exactly where Woot's at, and they want to keep him contained. It's a quick cancel now. The defuse is just going to be stuck.
Oh!
3 kills for Woot. 3-round lead for BBL.
Oh man, I mean the fact that Heretics is able to fight back in this round, very, very impressive. They were seemingly completely locked out, but they're able to get that ult there. Kreven, I thought, played that really nicely. He just contained them to make sure they couldn't go for the rotate, the late rotate. And he still ended up dying. I mean, he was holding a great off angle. It's just Woot read it. Woot was slow peeking that. Suspected he might be there. That just shows you how well these two teams know each other. Yeah, the Heretics coaches, oh, it's so close. It's so close.
And it's a lot to be invested. Granted, yes, a bit of a silver lining. You spiral down to the stage. Is that you got a couple of those critical ults out of BBL. The Hunter's Fury as well as that Annihilation end up getting burned, but
Viper ही है, but
still walking away every single round bruised up. This beating that BBL continues to just dish out.
For sure. And it's just, when you lose those early player advantages, BBL has shown that they're pretty disciplined about not giving you a lot of opportunities. You know, as aggressive as this squad is widely known to be, I'm pretty impressed with their ability to pause at times and to kind of just settle down, settle in, wait you out, play the smart game. And that round right there, even though it doesn't go their way because Boo has his ult, it's still, I think, very well handled in the theoretical sense. Execution may be a little bit off, but that's not the end of the world there. Cam gets set up.
Shot done.
Opt for Lover's Rock. He's trying to get over towards B. This is where the spike is now, but just, yeah, getting closer and closer to Woot's ult. Already have the Hunter's Fury for Rians, and Boo has Loita dead.
TP's up over the top corner. Peek, Loida, maybe even just killed on a jump spot. Hard to tell just how clean the kill was, but it's a critical advantage that Heretics need. Well, Benji.
See map Viper का wall, the fuck.
Can't find that timing, takes the armor away from Lover's Rock, but cannot get that elimination through. Repivot back over to B though from both of the teams.
ऐसे
As
करते हैं, end पे block
BBL
करते
starting to realize that it's not going to be hitting on A.
हैं। पूरा fuel नहीं है बस उसमें। Oh my god.
Kreven trying to just jump up and down, keep himself safe. Because Browns will be able to find that elimination as long as Rock goes in with the overdrive. Good for one, but the players dying around him.
Enemy remaining.
Benji able to find it, the off now on the
क्या हो
floor. The
रहा
Rock.
है?
30 seconds left.
Need to be a 3K.
Spike planted.
No net, no real util to try to make a go of this. Just a single sonic sensor. That is not going to lead to much. Plus against the wall here is Rienz. Laroc swinging that corner, able to find the one. He's trying to fish him out, but it's going to be Rienz jumping over the top of the Classic. Survives with 6. It's Heretics their second round.
So it felt like maybe part of the discussion here was just, hey, if you see an opportunity, take it. And the A side is kind of where the strong side has been for BBL. So, okay, you can mess with them a little bit. You get a pick over there, that's great. But then you're toying with the map, and then they just have no resistance at the front of B, and they're like, okay, we should really just take advantage of that. And I think that's probably something BBL needs to address pretty quickly, and it looks like already, yeah, the coaching staff immediately takes a time out of their own. You know, Key wants to get in there and talk to the players. It's just kind of like little things there where just a little bit of an over-rotate from BBL. I think hurt them in terms of maybe trying to slow that down, and then you have that problem where the Viper gets into the site just a little bit ahead of everybody else because you're trying to make that fast rotate over, but Heretics is already a step ahead of you. They get the spot, and then they can just relay bolt, pin him into the corner.
Are they
Lover's Rock
using
tries to go for the
Lenovo
overdrive, but
monitors?
immediately gets dinked down to 5 health. Can't really do much more.
Look, nice. One on ping on me. Bigger. Ping on me.
They look back at this one though.
That was pretty nasty.
That was, but that's half of the round wins.
It is. And let's see if they can keep it up. It is going to be a weaker buy here for BBL, so been able to put them onto that eco, that Hunter's Fury.
And that's okay. Rose tagged down, not quite dead.
Ooh.
Rose managed to survive.
Well, didn't last long.
Lover's Rock. Vandal in hands, able to put some good use.
Oh!
Absolutely destroying him with that bandit.
Oh my!
Gets a second. Will finally be taken
God
down.
damn, bro.
Gotten into a 2v2. Oh! Somehow able
Damn,
to survive.
bro, damn.
A damn
Shut
close
down
affair.
कर दिया ना नियॉन को.
The Heretics managed to scrape by.
He got hit by that stun.
Yeah, they are.
That is crazy good stuff from Boo. Look at this. Bink. Oh my goodness. The second bullet gets in there and finds the head, and then the stun wears off, and he's good for the final. So now it's Heretics' turn. Start streaking some rounds together. Lover's Rock goes back to the op.
How I write his name.
He's going to be under pressure early. Has to tuck into the corner to avoid recon. Just looking then, see if there's any follow-up behind it. I wouldn't expect Boo to try to aggressively challenge that, but he's going to hear these footsteps. So this kind of gets a little bit concerning for me for BBL, because the IGL now has maybe a decent idea. Not sure if Loida made any noise over there.
Gun barrel spotted. Spotted the neon. Ooh. Muzzle flare as well, so Rienz easily dispatched by Rose. Ooh, opening up a good amount of space, but no smoke to cover this angle. Still are giving an opportunity for Lover's Rock, but no.
Whoa.
The counter swing in, Boo finds the timing, and Heretics being revived from the dead. Brought back. After that Lotus, they're finding their footing here on Sunset once again, as this will be them tying things up 4-4.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. When Boo's able to get that kind of space, hear those sound cues to know what's going on the map, he can just find so many openings for his team. Just make it so hard for BBL, who again overcommit on these rotates. I thought this might be something that the coaches would talk about during the timeout, is you guys are kind of overcommitting to some of this early contact. And therefore, you're giving these opportunities for Heretics to gain space on sites when you're really heavily committing to mid. I mean, I get you're setting up for the crunch. Heretics is leaning that direction, but Heretics is never going to overstep in those moments. You're going to have to be a little bit more disciplined. Heretics on the other end, it's just Boo just, again, using the information of the opponents that they're giving him against him and doing it beautifully. Well, round 9, and it is weak bye again for BBL. Couple rifles, couple sheriffs, Bucky for Lover's Rock. Bank account getting deep for Heretics. Kreven gonna see quite a bit. Just immediately starts pivoting the other way. Trying to bait him in for this Bucky.
It'll have to be one hell of a bait. Does manage to clear out the drone. Tucks on the corner being like, yeah, swing this way. Heretics looking like they're happy with that at least. Is what? Was the wall up? Did he have vision? I think he just killed him blind.
I gets through the smoke. Maybe there's a tracer.
Sometimes lucky.
Go, go, go.
Maybe just a tracer from the Vandal.
I don't know if Boo shot.
I don't know either.
Oh, hand spotted into the head there as Benji Fishy won't be able to get the punish, shutting down that potential weapon upgrade.
अरे वही legendary German is.
Reposition. We'll be able to find one. Rose now having to tuck away. Kreven trying to see if they swerve in towards market, but they're going to be pedaling over down towards the A site. Loida here, Vandal in hand. Not going to be spotted out by this cam. 30 seconds remaining.
30 seconds left.
Paranoia at the ready.
Team start with
Paranoia to be sent. One player spotted. Kills not yet found, but there it is. Can only be the one. Who comes down the remainders. And now it's just Kreven. We're trying to see if he can keep them in this round. The spike down on the floor. The double face forward. It's going to be Wood again. Hits himself another 3K. Another big round.
किसकी बात कर रहा है?
Slot into the lead.
Well, they're really in the groove now. BBL is starting to crumble a bit, losing some of that confidence, some of that swagger. So now you're getting just really good map reads. Heretics being so patient. It's like find a pick and then go to the other side because they know that BBL is going to overreact to that. BBL has been shifting so quickly, trying to be that team that can get there. Okay, bye-bye.
2 kills going to be found as course members of Benji. Come away with some goods. Paranoia out as well as Boo is already into the back of sight, just keeping him distracted, and Loida none the wiser. Ends up getting flanked through alley. This is a massive investment for BBL. Just cannot get this economy going. Unable to stir this up.
Over there.
Net the back of box, but it's 2 players stacked on this 90-degree angle. Kreven, yep. Nothing more to be done about that. LaRock now to try to survive, to try to escape. Heretics move up to 6.
And this is just one of those rounds that sometimes Heretics is going to throw at you. It's not most rounds, it's very few. 1 or 2.5 where they just all of a sudden are like, fast execute, go. And you're lulled into this false sense of security against them because they often like to default. They often like to kind of ping pong around the map. They're going to toy with you a little bit. I mean, how many of these rounds we've seen the clock timer turn red because the timer is running out? This one, I mean, we're not even ready. It's so fast. Nobody anticipates this. Just a counter slide there. Koshmaris wins it. Then there's Benji right there, good for the trade. Very nicely set up, a good paranoia or a good flash. There you go.
वो भी मेरे को पता नहीं था.
Easy peasy. Heretics always looking for that one round where they can kind of catch you off guard, and there it was.
इसके बारे में मेरे को
Woot has his
मेरे
ult.
जॉब के टाइम पता चला because हमें
Rose
हर
with
एक
the
चीज
Hunter's
सर्च
Fury.
करनी पड़ती थी.
Flies all over the place for BBL.
I mean, Woot, if he gets into the right spot, it could just be a quick cancel on that Hunter's Fury as well.
Correct.
I'm out of here.
कि ये सब प्रिंट करना अलाउड नहीं था.
Nothing going to be spotted there.
Just
Okay.
in case अगर कोई ऐसा चीज डालता है प्रिंट करने तो we have to search.
Now they're going to look to try to
Then
pivot
review the design, then approve, then reject, whatever it is.
Oh, hell! He gets another! A monster is shut down on the entry, and Benji watching his teammate bleeding out on the floor. Desperately trying to find anything that he can.
हर तरीके से.
Oh boy.
No way to rescue him. Surely no way to convert this round.
भाई crazy तेरे को ये याद आया इससे.
Spike tucks back over onto the site, the face forward, catches! Somehow a shot on the Krevin, but he's down to 10. He would have to be cleared, and oh my god, he makes it close! It's LaRock.
4K bench fishy भाई क्या 4K मार रहा है आज.
Can get BBL another round victory.
Oh, please explain that round to me. That was so wild.
What the hell just happened?
That was crazy. I mean, Krevin has been ridiculously good today. I cannot credit him enough right now. He has just been an absolute monster, especially on Breeze and Sunset here. But, I mean, Benji almost wins that when it looked like it was done.
Yeah, that would have the death knell.
Yep.
The final blow dealt. If he clutches that out, Hunter's Fury going to be committed into this one as Cosmars. Looking forward to be able to find
और वो भी क्यों पता चला?
Fury on the prowl, trying to find anything they can get, but Rien's tucked away.
मतलब कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करा कि सर्च करना है. उनका symbol is similar to Swastik, no?
Annihilation shuts down a player going to be grabbed, but Cosmars quickly repositions at Boba.
तो इसलिए वो detect होता था.
Done and dusted with Heretics out in front by 2.
I feel like the comms starting to break down a little bit there for BBL. You know, they don't identify that Rienz is in the cubby until Lover's Rock doesn't even check him. I mean, he's out in the open. He's sitting there and he just runs right by him, never even looks.
9,
And then
7 और यही मेरा
nobody gets
number.
commed to that Rienz is there, so then another player's walking down mid, not even looking at him. So I think coach here for BBL, if I'm him, I'm saying, whoa, comms boys, we need to tighten it up, make sure that we're not giving up the freebies.
Hey, why are we discussing this while I'm watching EWC?
Et on est avec Wojtek, le maître des clés, et on va un petit peu vous expliquer comment ça fonctionne, ce système de briseur de clés. Ian.
We are at a clutch point of this series because for the first time here at the STC Arena, when this map is done, a key will be crushed. Will it be our title defenders? And as you can see, they've got a very special key here. Will it be Team Heretics or BBL that goes beneath our key crusher?
Je peux toucher?
Huh?
Can I touch?
No,
no. We don't do this here, right? It's
No
too
touching.
expensive. Okay, fair enough. Who do you think will get crushed? Which team?
I think it would be heartbreaking to see our title defenders go out so early, but it would also be quite a good story, wouldn't it? What do you think?
Yeah, what do you guys think? You know, I'm not answering that question. So you're rooting for Team Heretics. Je vais demander aux fans, s'il vous plaît, dans le public, je sais qu'il y a énormément de fans. Carmine Corp, Vitality, Gentlemate, mais ici, qui pense que Team Heretics va perdre ce match?
C'est une idée.
Qui pense que ce sont les BBL qui vont perdre
Minecraft
ce
player.
match?
Wait, you're asking who's going to get crushed?
Yes. So
Okay.
apparently it's going to be BBL. Just saying.
Let me try. Will it be Team Heretics? Or will it be BBL?
I think we have our answer.
I think we do. But we're going to find out truly in the server.
Heretics के फैन ज़्यादा है.
Now we will. Crowd feeling, I don't know about you, feeling a little split on that one.
Yeah, clearly.
They need to make up their minds.
Ian's like, no touching, no touching.
It's a little one-sided. This half, I mean, BBL getting up to 5, given some of the scenes that we were witnessing.
After all.
Feels borderline miraculous. When Heretics found their footing, it felt like they were going to run away with this map completely and utterly.
I feel like another OT is on the cards. That's how I'm feeling. It just is really close. I think, you know, BBL I would expect to be pretty proficient on the attacker side here. Get the spot out. Know you have a little bit of space. Lovers Rock could have
ऐसी controversial बातें मत करो.
Slowly.
It's all fake.
Kept that shot. So going wide. Jump up. And this is all, as you say, to draw attention. They now have to try to re-clear the site. Get him flushed out. Meanwhile, Boo. Damage going to be suffered. Setting up a smoke on that alley side.
12 idea.
Approach. Slow creep in and out. Lovers Rock situated in mid. We'll try to find some damage. We'll just drift across. Very casually, but he's ended up beating quite a bit. 43 health remaining on him. Team effort. Clear out that barrier mesh.
Still has the grab net though.
Fragment over the back.
Gonna
be taken down. Mood able to find Kreven as well. Throws, trying to capitalize off that blind, but he just can't make anything happen. Rien's now able to find one with that frenzy, and Loida has to do it all. The right click, looking for one. Gets it into the one.
Oh my god!
But he's got off the defuse. As they just dance around.
अबे throw कर रहा है.
He's got his knife out. He's got no hope. What a batshit clutch! As no one knew what the hell was going on. But it's BBL.
Absolutely wild, absolutely bizarre. This match has delivered a few of those moments.
IGL
and this one
behavior
may be the most bizarre yet. Runs out of bullets, picks up a gun out. That one's not doing so good either. But oh my god. I thought Heretics had this one. They were steamrolling through that.
A 1-1 to start things off. Going into the next round. Benji dead. Lovers Rock traded. Of course, again, going for a bit of investment, having the stinger in hand. Needing to find value as Woot. Getting tagged up.
Oh
my god!
Gun here. Oh, I love it.
Oh, I mean, that is disgusting.
More of that.
If you're cheering for Heretics, but that is absolutely gorgeous. If you're in the BBL camp.
More of that, please. That is so sick. I mean, it's just incredible how these players will just hit these grooves
उसको मार देता गन
on
से
either side.
पिस्टल से
A lot of different players
कर
today.
लेता आराम से
I don't know that there's much Woot can do about
लीड
this.
मिल जाती
Caught by the grab net and just has to peel away and preferably find a way to
I
guide
was
his flank or something. We'll find a
sure
stinger.
boxing the PC of his video and I saw your eyes. Damn, boxing वाला देखा, unboxing नहीं देखा.
Is anything further that can kind of
Unboxing वाला
materialize
देखो भी
in this
मत.
round? 4-team Heretics are
बहुत
just going to
मरी
be a
हुई
dive
हूँ
the
मैं
spike. I mean, the
मतलब
deadlock
वही
wall is
से ही
here.
मरना start हुआ मेरा.
I don't know why in a million years you'd ever even bother to challenge it. Just hide behind it, kind of wait it out. In theory, wait to the spike, and we should be good to go for another one. All right, looking at this next one, 4 Heretics to see how they're going to be able to start getting the defensive
मेरे
side
members
figured
only
out.
vlog सारे ऐसे
My
raw
guess
है.
is that you're going to want to work a lot around the
Unfiltered.
information game. I mean, you have a Cypher, you have a Sova, you have a KO. You have so much ability here to kind of check different parts of the map consistently and really just kind of, in theory, keep BBL in check, but BBL just willing to be
हो गया ना
aggressive.
7-7.
Could go the other way, kind of work against them.
Now, 7-7. BBL.
इतने अच्छे words नहीं बोले जाते
Looking for that
stream पे
bonus
और वो भी
conversion.
YT पे.
To try to put Heretic 6 feet
It's
under.
a raw and unfiltered को बोल रहे हो
What
क्या?
firepower still available to them here.
Task it would be. Using some of that util early to buy a little bit of space. Rien's with the free fire.
मेरे को लगा मेरे मरने पे कमेंट करा.
So about the recon. It's cleared very quickly, and Lover's Rock already has Benji Fishy dead.
Cypher down.
Health happiness.
Push forward. That is a casual shot from Rien's.
The only happiness I had that time was my salary.
Eliminations instantly found. And now a player disadvantage for Heretics.
Oh, timing on that dart a little early.
1 Rien's. 3K form, back now into a 2v2. There your mesh. Be expiring as he goes scaling forwards, looking for that 4th kill. He's got it. An ace to prevent the opponent's conversion. The shock dart out of his feet.
Ooh, let's fucking go.
He comes alive.
I don't know how he does it.
करने
Time
को
and
ही
time
कहा.
again. Rien's.
Health happiness किसे कहूँ मैं?
So good for this Heretic squad. And that looked like a bonus for sure. But a late lurk from Boo helped set this up in a lot of different ways. And then the good shooting from Rien's. I mean, he gets hit by the shock dart. He has 39 HP. He's down to 4. Just barely. And he's going to stand up and let him know. What an ace. What a moment.
It's a masterful one there from Rien's, but again, bonus for BBL. And it had to come down to the heroics.
There.
1 round lead for Heretics.
खुद को देखने का भी मन नहीं करता था तब.
Need to be able to continue to find success off the back here.
Well, you got a Hunter's Fury, believe it or not. So, an opportunity, maybe get that free pick. Oh my God, Lover's Rock.
He is in deep. Trying to no-scope Benji. Would have been able to have the kill. 1 of 2 that has that half armor. Meanwhile, though, Boo catching Loida. They're at the bottom of mid.
जाके थोड़ा कंट्रोल में आया है.
Spike still on the floor. Now Benji planted quite far forward.
ये 4 बजे सोना 4-5 बजे सोना बंद नहीं करूँगी तो वही वापस हो जाएगा पता नहीं.
Defaulting a little bit of ping-ponging around the map, so BBL trying to re-clear mid, hoping that the pressure has been released by Team Heretics, and they're kind of right, but kind of not. Just depends. Nobody's really looking in their direction.
30 seconds left.
Other than Woot, if they push that far.
Dancing around these shots. Lover's Rock as well, ready for that push. Boo going to be eliminated. Hunter's Fury behind it.
Planted.
Another tag.
Save off this Neon. Meanwhile, the peek to come in, but Rien's again to nail the shot. Rock alone on the side, 45 health remaining. Shot down at his feet would have had him dead, but it's going to be Woot taking it instead. And now, without any further presence forward, this Hunter's Fury is a pipe dream.
I am planning to post a video about
to separate them completely and utterly apart. Clear the 0 point of the defuse.
My face
being
was
held.
last year and abhi.
Gets it up to half, both of them.
Wow.
Still does manage to take another
Aimers है यार ये तो.
It's good damage found, but it's still the round going the way of Heretics.
मरते मरते भी एक को ले जाते साथ में.
I mean, again, Rien's just hitting some nasty shots, but this time it's the macro for Team Heretics that is winning them this round.
इतना तुमने टॉपिक
It's
निकाला
having
तो
that Hunter's Fury early, gets you another kill, gets Kreven down, that's the Viper out of it. Makes it a lot more difficult for the attackers to hold on to this post plant without that poison cloud, without that snake bite.
Nice, send this, let's go.
And just the way they crunched into mid, the 2-2. You know, once Lover's Rock is there, they know there's maybe another layer behind it. Kashmaris thinking about trying to go for a bit of a peek, but nobody from BBL was home. They do have rifles still, 1 Guardian for Kreven.
Poison orb emitting. Poison's off.
So BBL needs to get this back on the right track.
Oh, I was
This round very critical for them.
How my face was
pretty low on a lot of their players if they can't find some value here, get the win. Same could be true for Heretics, though. So this is just a pivotal round in general.
Yeah. Completely make or break it for either team.
That's huge info, though. But they're not really reacting to it. They're expecting a counter rotate, and instead BBL doubling down.
BBL has been doing a lot of shenanigans trying to sell some fakes. Realize very quickly that this is not one of those occasions. What's going to be coming in? Boom trying to align the shots, but Lover's Rock catches him just a little bit faster. Fury expended from Rose. Nothing to be found off the back of that, but the site is going to be emptied.
30 seconds left.
Plant can come through. Good flank from Benji. Going to be watched as he starts creeping his way over towards tiles.
Haircut? Yeah, haircut.
After that around the corner. Trying to slow them up on the approach. Fragment as well, going to be lobbed in. Rose, his attention now tied over towards Street, but BBL there coming out on top, and now suddenly it's just Benji Fishy remaining. The 1v4. BBL managing to fight back, denying Heretics from getting up to double digits.
And this is, again, like we saw on Breeze, just really good
अच्छा
back
तुम
and
वो
forth
देख
between
रहे हो
the
क्या
IPLs.
क्या क्या
This time
डाला है
it's
मैंने
BBL who's been kind of ping-ponging around the map, really running down the clock. In this one, they get 2 players that are 0-pointed, and they go, you know, they probably think we're going to rotate off of that because that's giving away a lot of info, but let's just keep going. Let's see how they respond.
इसमें नहीं दिख रहा यार इतना
Blue was all alone. He's on an island. Then from there, you just set up the crossfires on the site. You can play for contact here for Rose to swing out from main. Very nicely done. It's exactly what they needed. Heretics coach probably feeling like, oh man, we had him on the ropes. We had him on the ropes.
Revealing area.
They bounce right back up. We're back
Bandit alongside this Phantom as well. Players having to go for the save. Cam going to be cleared out. Looks like BBL, they're anticipating a bit of a rush here from Heretics, but they're going to be more than happy to just sit back. Wait for BBL to go to them.
This is going to be a tough round for BBL to dissect.
वो बॉक्सिंग वाला ही उस टाइम का ही है ये भी फोटो.
The information game. They do show Rien's presence. That doesn't mean too much.
चिल्ला इतना कुछ नहीं. Distributor डालना भी है मेरे को. That will be public, so.
Flash sent out into mid, the double scale from that market side as well. It's going to be
It's okay. Level shock.
So now a gun can be collected. That's 2 rifles into the hands of Heretics. Maris immediately investing this overdrive, slides the corner. Krebin going to be taken down. Benji able to find Rose. The Annihilation ended up going wide for LaRock. Hitting the transfer is Loita. The last one standing, trying desperately to get that spray to connect. It's going to be a fadeaway shot. Rien's.
हाँ का पिक मेरा ही है.
That's narrow margins.
Yeah, I mean, Heretics have some really good ideas. They get that clear onto B main, and they're like, all right, now we start crunching towards the rest of the map. They're not really committing that way. Let's start swinging in towards that A site
कितना
early.
कुछ नहीं करा था भाई तब मैंने कितना तो डॉक्टर को दिखाया था कितना तो मेडिसिन्स लिए थे कितने तो प्रोडक्ट्स चेंज किए इवन दो मैं यूज नहीं करती थी फिर भी. Hi Meet, what's up?
Make more counter execute than you are just going for some kind of big quick hit, but we'll see. The way they're kind of lined up here at A main, no, they're going to back off.
Ooh, okay, I was going to say some decent damage going to be out, but still able to find that kill.
This has to be so fast from BBL, and now they're scared because of that cam.
कैमरे में दिखा देती but वो नहीं दिख रहा है. I don't want to upload somewhere or send somewhere else.
One gets himself a second. Rien's in the fray.
Easy. Happy cheek job फटाफट.
She stands up and says, "I'm not crying." Shuts them down on entry. 3 kills found. Fans here in Paris, they want to see Heretics carry on. Take that next step.
Oh. Krevin goes jumping in there. Like, I'll save you. Oh, no.
That one slipped out.
I love it. Absolutely love the back and forth. On their feet. I mean, again, these two teams, no strangers to each other. And is this, again, another immediate counter timeout from the BBL staff? We've seen this before. Where
seems to be the case.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I think here just maybe kind of saying, oh, well, some of this fakery and trickery that we're doing is a little bit mismanaged. You're not really capitalizing on some of the opportunities, or hell, just run at them. Just run them down. Don't give them time to react and kind of
अरे भाई मेरी नाइट शिफ्ट हुआ करती थी even
though I'm having a bit of a giggle.
छुट्टी हो या कुछ भी हो.
I mean, oh, Rian's one away from another Hunter's Fury. Benji already has his ult. Nobody
That's
really
the
close
only
to their
time मेरे को like घर शांत
BBL.
मिलता था और मेरे को टाइम मिलता था ऐसा.
4 half armors for BBL. Playing defensive sidelines, but boom,
Week off पे मैं क्या करूँ?
playing alone.
भाई तू एक काम कर, तू मेरे vlogs देख ले, बाद में डिस्कस करेंगे.
Looking for that third, can't quite drag it across to find the connection.
Out of nowhere एक टॉपिक लेके आ रहा है, मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा.
I assume that means a change of ideas for BBL in this one. They're starting to work their way over to the other side, and no real easy target for the neural theft for Benji here. They're pretty far forward, so maybe if they just kind of clear forward a little bit, they'll use it, but it might kind of be for naught. It's all three players still over on A, and BBL is slowly but surely W-keying their way to B, and they're going to be, if they keep going ahead of the curve. Yes, there is the trip here, but
there's the neural theft, so now they have to try to up the pace here a bit. They have no idea where Heretics could be.
Left. Spike planted.
And it's the first to arrive on the scene. 0 point to check market out, making sure that this is going to be safe to push forward. Nothing spotted. Lovers Rock considering a re-wrap for mid. Thinks better of it. Getting the correct call for him. Fragment in a little bit too deep. Moita trying to cheat forward, trying to get this elimination. On to Rienz. Rienz takes the fight, takes his life. The Hunter's Fury immediately connecting. Lovers Rock dead.
व्लॉग में बैकग्राउंड साउंड ही आया है, व्लॉगर का साउंड. डिस्क्रिप्शन रीड करना होता है उसके लिए. कुछ व्लॉग्स में डाला है मैंने.
The time is just not there.
मेरे पास टूटा फूटा आईफोन 11 था तब. Oh no.
BBL, they get the clutch and they tie it up.
I mean, it is crazy how rounds can come down to someone not just turning a little bit one way or another. And I thought for a second Rienz was going to outdo Rose in the clutch. But it's Rose this time who learns that he just needs to wait a little bit longer. Does it perfectly.
And it all goes back to that fragment. It ends up too deep in the cubby.
Yeah.
He's got just enough space to tuck away, but they think it's cleared. So they don't check the corner. And Rose gets away with murder.
Very much not. Very much not clear. That's a huge round here for BBL. Now they're going to be into an ult cycle. Whereas most of Team Heretics is away from theirs, other than Boo, who can be very impactful with it, don't get me wrong. But you're going to be getting real close to the pit, to an annihilation. Hunter Fury already available, one away from the overdrive. Get this round. Ooh.
As far as he gets the kill, he gets the tap. Lovers Rock down to 10. Hunter's Fury down to doesn't get killed. Meanwhile, Lovers Rock is just free to scale off of that.
Oh.
This round's going to be good for one. It looks for a little bit more, but it's just going to be a tiny little lick damage suffered by Krevin. So Rienz and Benji have to try to bail them out yet again. It's PBL.
बल्दे for you करके DC पे.
Regaining the lead.
Cat pick up.
The damage suffered significant, but Benji now dead on the flank. A pit in his face, and Rienz has his work cut out. Have to lock him into position. The decay all the way down. Lusova just on the other side of the wall. And ultimately, Rienz has to make the call to let this round go, to let BBL move up to 11. As he just looks to hold on to this weapon. The money just isn't there.
Just absolute madness again. I mean, it looks like that outlaw is going to be BBL's doom, but they use that Hunter's Fury. Rose immediately knows he needs to get the ability to open up the site for his team. That forces a retreat from Heretics. And that's exactly when Lovers Rock wants to strike. But you had to use 3 ultimates in that round. That's the only good news here for Heretics, but the bad news is your money's bad. You're now a round down to boot. Lovers Rock can go for the outlaw, even though Rienz will be able to withstand it.
It is one mishmash of a buy. Rienz taking point, pushing forward, finding the punish. Eats the damage down to 10. Shot
भाई तू ये पिंपल क्या कर रहा है? कभी देखा नहीं क्या पिंपल तूने?
Lovers Rock is now out of the equation.
It's a big win. The good news for BBL is you're not going to give that gun over easily. Nice. Linger by Loida. Yeah.
यहाँ मैं बोल रही हूँ कि मैं अपने एक्ने जर्नी का ये वीडियो बनाने वाली हूँ तो ऊपर से और चीज पॉइंट आउट किया जा रहा है.
Drone cleared out.
And they're trying to bait for Rose. I don't think it got the spot onto him.
We're going to be cleared. Shoulder spotted of Boo. No way to try to peek into this one. This Annihilation is going to be popped. Just looking for a target. Where does
शादी वादी हुई है आपकी?
decide to send it? Rebound over in towards Bo, but no one can be caught by that. She's going to be locked in position, but the counter spam is good for one. But LaRock.
जब मैं अपनी इनसिक्योरिटी को भाई पीछे रख रही हूँ तो और पॉइंट आउट किए जा रहा है उसको.
Making a bit of noise over in mid with that Ares, but this round just feels like a bit of a bridge too far for him. He's contained back away. Trying to safely clear out the barrier mesh, but that's going to take some time. Bullets that he just cannot afford to expend.
जितने भी लोग भाई इस चीज को लेके इनसिक्योर बनते हैं ना मैं उनको एक मैसेज देना चाहती हूँ कि भाई you don't have to feel that way.
Considering the slide forward, we'll be able to find the one, but nothing more than that. LaRock will take him down, and BBL get themselves up to match point.
They are so good today. It has been neck and neck in 2 of the 3 maps. In the other map, it was all BBL. Loita so smart. Stay up on that box. Know that Team Heretics is going to be curious about that gun that got dropped. And they're able to just hold the line there. I think the only thing I didn't like about that round was
भाई कितना प्रॉब्लम था मेरे को.
They ripped the Annihilation before the recon dart hit Benji. They could have had him for free, but everything else went really well for them. Spot on the just Kreven,
सुनना
I
नहीं है
think.
फिर बोलते स्ट्रीम शांत लगेगी फिर.
Yeah, just Kreven. So that doesn't tell you a ton as Heretics.
अपनी ये चीजें बोले जा रहा है.
Kind of an expected position potentially for a solo player. Lovers Rock trying to maybe drum up some attention in mid, but Heretics looking for that mid crunch again. Not going to be found. Look to go on a timing off of Woot's flash.
डालूंगी भाई और मेरे को कितने भी पिंपल्स आए.
You only see Boo. Kreven maybe wants to challenge it.
मेरे को नहीं पसंद भाई अपना मेकअप से चेहरा कवर करने के लिए.
Boo dead. IGL on the floor. Kreven looking for maybe a little
ना भी
more.
स्क्रीन ब्रेकआउट हो जाए मेकअप तो घंटा नहीं लगाऊंगी कवर करने के लिए मैं.
On the market, Benji and Rienz again, the ones being put under the pressure. Looking to try to succeed, and Rienz nearly gets that second kill, but LaRock taking down his backup. The rival now, however, of Cosmaris is only going to be good for the one. Woot, a 1v3, a swing, he's dead! Heretics are done! No back-to-back! The title defenders have been eliminated! As BBL
I wanna see वो. अरे बाप रे.
Sometimes the villains are the protagonists, and BBL have set themselves up for quite the story here in Paris. What tremendous resilience after losing their map pick in heartbreaking OT fashion. Domination on Lotus, and then a close but assured victory on Sunset. This young Turkish
If you see me, you
squad
say cheek.
absolutely
That's
can
the
pride
difference between
that
you
they have
and
done
me.
it
I
on the
don't touch
international
anyone.
stage.
Rather looks.
An incredible performance from them to take this 2-1. For Heretics, no repeat victory. No grand finals appearance here in Paris. An earlier exit than they would have liked. But for BBL, an opportunity to achieve greatness here on the EWC stage. And an opportunity to crush the key of one of their European rivals. A well-earned, well-deserved bow to the crowd. After that Lotus in particular, I think again, Larock, right back into the mentions of MVP, should they be able to complete the run.
He's the leading candidate right now, that is for sure. A really great performance at the end by Riens. Really showed up to the party on Sunset. A solid effort from Heretics on that map, but a map that used to be good for them, not so much this time.
Oh, much to the chagrin of the crowd. There's BBL coming out on top, and they still have plenty more to cheer for. But for now, let's go ahead and send things over to the stage. We got Lewinian standing by with none other than Larock.
C'est un joueur que vous avez découvert cette année, un joueur turc très jeune qui a la bouche bien ouverte, vous le savez, puisqu'il aime le trash talk et on va pouvoir l'interviewer. Congratulations, Larock Tebrikler, Elal. I'm trying to bring up some Turkish, and we already hear the Gentlemates fans over there. So that's what gonna be my actual first question, because next round you could be facing Gentlemates or Energy. A lot of Gentlemates fans here are, you know, making noise, booing you, etc. Do you have any words for them?
I have some words for Gentlemen's fans. You can't come to tomorrow because you are eliminated today. Energy guys on the beat you. Unlucky for you guys. I don't understand anything. On the match, it's gonna be too easy because we are gonna throw the first map, but we are not the before match. We are gonna beat them, and we are beat them. How they can win EFC? I don't know, but it's gonna be too easy for us.
Ok, fair enough. So a lot to translate here. Première question. Tu l'as entendu, il y a beaucoup de fans Gentlemates dans l'arena qui font du bruit, et notamment pour te siffler.
Imagine.
Donc est-ce que tu as quelque chose à leur dire? La réponse elle est claire, c'est oui, demain on ne s'affrontera pas, car vous serez éliminés aujourd'hui 2-0. Et ça sera trop facile.
Actual में BBL versus Energy होता है और Energy इनको हरा देती
You are
है.
my favorite kind of player. You play up to all of this, you don't let it get in your head, and you didn't let the title defenders in Team Heretics get in your head either. How big of a statement was it by beating last year's winners?
Can you repeat? I can't hear you.
How big of a win was that, taking out last year's winners?
I don't have any feel. I don't want to come here to beat Heretics. We are coming to here to win this event, yeah. And so that's it.
Okay, are you ready to crush a key?
Yes.
Let's do it.
I think it's time. Ils vont pouvoir aller casser la clé pendant que Larock, extrêmement confiant, dit qu'il n'en a rien à faire de Team Heretics et qu'il est là pour aller chercher le trophée. I think there you can go, guys. Ready for the key crush. Good luck for next.
Well, as you can see behind us here, Larock, this is our key crusher, and we are revealing it on the STC Arena stage for the very first time. Now, Larock is going to take his position, press the button, and send Team Heretics key into the abyss. This is the beautiful brutality of EWC, and Heretics are about to smell what Larock is cooking. There it is, our first key crushed here at EWC, and it was a title defender's key. How was that? You enjoyed that?
Yes, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna destroy every keys on this tournament.
You think you're going to potentially destroy the Gentlemates key if they make it through?
No, I don't think they beat Gentlemates because I guess they are eliminated today.
Okay. Apparently we want to walk you across here. I want you to take this in and enjoy it because you are a big-time player. You like big-time moments. Tell me why this does not intimidate you. You are not scared of the fans.
Me?
Oh.
Me? You say about me? I don't scare the fans because we are better than Gentlemates. We are gonna beat on the kickoff on tournament. I'm too relaxed for the fans.
Well, let's go a little bit further. Come with me just a little bit further, Laroc. I want to show you this.
This is mine, boy. Sorry. I'm just saying that it's mine.
You think you can take it?
Yes, for sure.
Laroc, I'm going to let you join the rest of your team. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's it for our first quarterfinal, but we are just getting started here at the STC Arena.
भाई सब कुछ ज़्यादा ही बदली है। पर आजकल सब ब्यूटी से जज करते हैं। मैं अभी बोलूँगी तो तुम्हारे साथ ऐसा हुआ है कभी किसी मतलब तुम्हारे साथ कोई और बैठा है एंड यू आर इन अ रूम और फिर लोग तुम्हें देख के ऐसा बोलेंगे भाई ये तो हमारा केस लड़ नहीं पाएगा? तो गोल्ड बैच मिल गया मेरे को, क्या बात है। डालू तो टेन मिनट्स गाड़ में जाए। How do I see my identity? Parent. Never mind, छोड़ो। So guys, this was it for the stream. I am ending. I wanted to watch Gentlemans versus Energy, but अभी बस और काम है करने की, तो I have to go. थोड़ी देर में शायद मैं किक पे स्ट्रीम करूं, ऐसी ऑल टाइम के लिए। So yeah, this was it for the stream. I'll see you guys in some time or maybe tomorrow. तब तक के लिए bye bye, take care, see you. Thank you so much for joining and bye, peace out, bye.
you.